Bless me, listeners, for what you're about to hear is pure, unfiltered sacrilege, and I mean that in the holiest way possible. I'm Father Ignatius Malarkey, but you can call me Father Iggy, patron saint of overpriced cigars, underwhelming whiskey, and telling it like it is. This is Three Guys and Sometimes Bob, a sacred gathering of loud opinions, terrible travel decisions, and enough secondhand smoke to qualify as an exorcism. You won't find sermons here, no, just raw conversations, hangover theology, and more confessions than a Saturday night in a college town. Today's episode, full of sin, salvation, and a few stories you'll have to pray your mother never hears. And of course, this unholy communion is brought to you by our holy sponsors, the Cigar Cave and Steam Distillery, where the spirits flow like baptismal wine, and the only steeple is the neck of a whiskey bottle. Now light a candle, pour something brown, and let's get absolved together, shall we? This is Three Guys and Sometimes Bob, and your penance is to listen all the way through.
I don't know, man.
No bam. So Father Iggy, he just got back from the carnage thing they had there. What is that? The Pope House that they did the Converse. Conclave.
No, the sneaker show.
The sneaker show. Yeah, it's Conclave. So he's like, hey, I've got some time because I did my job for the year.
Yeah, I don't like
the next Pope night.
Father.
You don't like Father Iggy?
Iggy is the
Ignatius Malarkey.
Yeah.
I can't identify him.
As a member of the Three Guys and Sometimes Bob, and all members are here, I say we fire him.
Okay, he's done.
You're gone.
Yeah. Oh, the crowd likes it. Or that, I don't know. That's the one I was looking for. Yeah, I've not done that in a while.
He was talking way too much shit.
Yeah, well, there may be an outro with him too now. So I'm just saying, just in case you fired him, he may be back in an hour and a half or two. I don't know.
Well, cool. Then we'll fire him after that.
Yeah, exactly.
Perfect. All right, hey, welcome everybody.
So we got a new pope.
We do got a new pope.
You know, and that's what
Bob's happy about the new pope.
Do you like him?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So my thing is so that just sort of proves that the tariffs are working because even the pope had to come from America.
Well, the big news, what I saw, it was really good to see a post that said, popes from Chicago 1, popes from Green Bay 0.
Oh, was there 2 Americans?
No.
It's the only Green Bay.
It's the only really
the Bears.
No, I get that, but was there actually a cardinal from Green Bay in the running?
No, because they just don't like Green Bay.
We don't care as long as Green Bay.
What you got against
0.
cheese? What you got against cheese?
Brett Favre, Aaron Rodgers.
It's personal for him, I guess.
Yeah.
Do you know them?
Bart Starr. No, but
Bart Starr. What about Bart Starr?
Fuck him.
What about Vince Lombardo or Lombardi or Lombard
Bart Starr
Bob?
Was a reasonable, decent human.
But it's been a minute. It's been a minute.
But now they're just
so.
assholes.
What is wrong with Favre and
because they kept on beating Chicago.
We don't like them up north.
Do you not?
That's
actually
why
aren't they up north from you?
Yes, we don't like them up north.
Oh, you don't like them up north? Okay, got it. I'm not good with the map. So
kind of like the Red Sox and the White Sox. They're across the street from each other and they don't like each other.
Do you know why the sperm crossed the road?
The Cubbies.
Do you know why the sperm crossed the road?
I know.
Because I wore the wrong socks. Not wearing socks, but whatever. So. Anyways, I told that like 5 weeks ago, and you should remember, but yeah.
Yeah, and I probably got the same reaction to that.
How we laughed the first 100 times.
Yes, I mean, it was crazy, huh? It just, we had to cut it off, because it was too much.
Right.
So here we are on a balmy Tuesday morning.
Do not use the term balmy.
Why?
Because it's not balmy.
No, it's not.
It's a little chill.
Golf's going to be fun tonight.
Were you awake when it was raining last night?
Yeah, it was crazy.
And I went, glad I'm not golfing.
Yeah.
Oh, there he is.
How are you?
Yeah, no, Kara said that she was freezing her balls off, and she didn't even have any. I'm like, you could borrow mine, but she didn't. Yeah. She said no, she's good, but
I looked outside, it was like 6:30, and it was
I was awake then. Well,
raining
I was
so hard, it
dozing
was
on the couch.
pouring over my gutters at the house, and I went,
you should clean those.
I probably should.
That's my thing, because otherwise it'll flow right down.
Well, they're just going to get dirty again.
Well, good point. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, the water comes out of them.
Yeah, okay.
It's not like it hits the house or anything.
No,
They
you're
got
right.
big eaves.
Yeah.
But no, I'm glad I wasn't out there because that would have been a miserable.
I think we're going to be better tonight. No,
Oh, yeah,
but it's
yeah,
still
it's
going
not
to
gonna rain
It's not
tonight.
going to rain, but it's still not going to be. It's not going to be sunny.
It's pant weather and pullover
yeah,
tonight.
yeah. I'm going to be layered up.
Yeah.
It's rather never sunny in the evenings when it's dark.
Well, no, we
Well-
don't. We don't. How the fuck late do you think we stay out? I mean, we get kind of late sometimes. So I
Yeah.
guess you're right, but
We do come in underneath
it's
a flashlight.
it's pretty there on the horizon. But yeah, for the most part, and last week was great because we were in shorts and freaking
It was
in
beautiful
thongs
last
the whole fucking
It's
night.
winter
so-
again.
Huh?
It's winter.
Yeah, we just hit.
Yeah, we second winter or third winter.
No, we're
second,
all right. 17.
Yeah,
17?
something like that.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm not keeping track.
But the great thing about it is we got a huge festival coming up here in 2 weeks. Oh shit! Look at this guy go.
Wow.
He's
Oh, we got
he's
some,
on
got
a
some got some shirts, huh?
he's on a mission. He's on a mission from God.
Got the Boatnik 225, 2025s. So you should just change now and just.
But so it's supposed to be kind of crappy weather this weekend, from what I saw.
That's fine for this weekend.
Yeah, but the
Not
following
next-
weekend. So we're getting it out of the way.
81 and 72% chance of rain
When?
this weekend.
Oh, okay. Ooh, 81 degrees or 81%?
81% Saturday, 72% Sunday.
Yeah, it's my mother-in-law's birthday this weekend.
And
so
about a 12% chance of that.
that's really going to happen.
Yeah, it'll change 4 times before.
Oh, yeah.
Between
And it
now.
will, and it will. But to get it out of the way, here come Wednesday of next week. It should be 70 and above, sunny skies. It'll be
74, yeah.
it'll be wonderful. 80 degrees is perfect for Boatnik.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Gets a little chilly in the evenings. You know, drops down in that 50s when the sun goes down. That's why we sell a lot of sweatshirts.
Well, and that's also why I don't stay out after dark because it's past my bedtime.
Well,
anyways, but yeah.
there's other reasons
Yeah,
for that
well,
too.
yeah. So Trump's getting him a new plane, huh? I hear that.
Yeah.
Just got a gold-plated fucking Taj Mahal.
I would say the United States.
Actually, it's the Department of Defense. I think they say that's
it's
been
the government.
The government.
The government is getting a new plane because apparently Boeing.
Oh yes, the Trojan horse.
Yeah.
Well, and that's so.
Okay, all right. Now you're fucking.
That's why I brought that
Here
up.
we go. Here we go. What's so bad about getting a plane from another country?
Because he gets to keep it.
No, he does not. That is a fucking farce. How's he get to keep it?
Or whatever. I don't know.
How's he get to keep it?
He keeps it.
It's supposedly
he
going
does
to
not.
his presidential library, is what I understand.
That is the old Air Force One, the one that is 40 years old, goes to the presidential library of Trump's presidential
So
library.
what you're saying is 40 years old, you got to be put out to pasture?
Apparently,
Okay,
it's an
well.
old plane. So that one is going to go to the old Air Force One is going to the presidential library, just like at Reagan's presidential library. There is his Air Force One in there that was used.
That in Simi Valley?
I
Is that where he was from? Was it Simi Valley?
Somewhere in California.
Something like that.
Simi
yeah.
Valley. I thought he was
But
from Simi
the new one is being
I've never
donated
partied on
to the
Air Force One
United
with
States
Reagan, so.
government to use as Air Force One.
So my question would be, are they actually going to outfit this plane themselves and then just like, here's the keys? Or are they saying Boeing, build this motherfucker a plane? Because I'm sure that it's kind of like having Russia build you a fucking embassy.
Exactly.
There's no microphones in there,
know,
you know?
none whatsoever.
I'm sure it's going to it's going to go over with a fine tooth comb
Yeah.
of what's going on.
Yeah.
Kind of
But-
like the
but
embassy
United
in
States
Russia.
order-
Yeah.
They did with all the fucking
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
in the wall.
they're going to be doing shit. But the United States ordered 2 747 years ago from Boeing, and it was supposed to be done this year.
Okay, but they keep falling out the skies. So do we really want that?
Yeah, exactly.
Boeing-
I don't know who made this new one from Qatar, but
It's a Boeing.
It's a Boeing. It's a Boeing.
Well,
then
747.
maybe you guys will get lucky. I don't know, but they wouldn't have those planes ready until like 2029. So there's apparently the plane business is good. So Qatar goes, here, we got a plane.
Okay, so my
Take this
question
plane.
is, if and not this has nothing to do with the floating palace or whatever the fuck they're calling it, is what the business model of making good planes that last 40 years, sort of self-defeating. So you make them fall out the sky, they got to buy another one. Isn't that? I mean,
Well, you wreck one, you got to buy one.
I mean,
right?
the Pinto, same thing, right? I mean, just
The samurai.
the Samurai, Suzuki is
they're
no longer
still around.
They're only doing motorcycles now, but whatever. But they went back to what they did. We stick with 2 wheels, 4 wheels they flip over. I don't know.
okay.
So anyway, so again,
No, thank
continue.
you-
I'm sorry.
Thank you, Michael. Thank
Yeah.
you, Michael. But yes.
No,
we are
Rucker
gonna-
brought up the Suzuki Samurai, so just give him due credit. Just
So, yes, so they're going to get a new plane. Great, awesome.
Well, Congress has to approve taking it.
Okay.
all of Congress or
wouldn't we
just the
take it?
House?
No, Congress.
Why wouldn't we take it? It's a free,
House,
it's
not
a free
the
plane.
Senate.
It didn't cost the taxpayers $40 million.
Okay, so are they going to deliver it outfitted with all the bullshit that Air Force One has on it?
I didn't ask Donald, so I couldn't
I
tell
don't
you.
think so. I think that the aircraft comes
and then
you put all your stuff.
Right,
then
they
Daddy
got-
puts a shit in it.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
That's the only way to make it
Daddy
happen.
puts a shit in it.
Right, they got to take some seats out and add a bedroom, I guess.
Well,
No,
and
it's got 2 floors, 2 bedrooms.
Well,
The fucker is set up.
there's only
nice.
2 bedrooms in that bitch.
Yeah.
Oh fuck!
Only.
Send it back.
They were trying to get a basement in, but they couldn't figure out how to put
How's
it
the
between the
porn?
wheels.
How's the porn stars going to be? I mean, you got to have the
Exactly.
wife in one. You got to have freaking.
The side
When's the
piece.
last time you saw the wife?
Oh, because she's not left a bedroom because she's strapped down.
Oh, that could be.
She's being serviced by her handler.
Isn't that plane still on Epstein Island or no?
Yeah, it probably is. Well, first off, there's no airport in Epstein Island, so
He was helicopter.
Lolita
boats.
Express. Oh,
that,
you take
Lolita,
it
no, they had to go to and then take a
Oh, they had
The
it.
take
Uber
a,
boat.
take a,
Uber
take a
flight.
take a helicopter over there.
Chelo.
Helicopter over there from the Virgin Island, other one. Yeah, whatever. Anyway, so yeah, Epstein Island. That's where everybody's like, well, there's this flight plan to Epstein Island. I'm like, first off, there's no landing strip on Epstein Island for a plane.
Where is
So-
Epstein
There's
Island?
landing
How
strip
far?
for
is
It's
guys.
Virgin Islands. I got a buddy of mine who can see it from his bar.
That's the one I'm talking
really?
about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
You were talking landing
Yeah,
strip.
the
That-
landing
Yeah.
strip.
Well,
yeah.
some of those girls didn't even have.
No, they probably
were-
didn't.
No, it shouldn't have. It should be all or nothing. Why are you going to waste your time leaving that all the artistic ability you have? Do it someplace else. Fucking just
so
shave
you
it off.
can use it a fucking mustache. What's the matter with you?
Wear it like a hat.
Yeah. Put it over your ears.
I have no idea what we're talking about.
Oh, pussy hair.
Oh,
Landing strip.
Landing
okay,
strip.
I'm
Landing
good with that.
Keep doing that down there because he's not looking. So,
I am not going to look at your
Look at my
junk,
balls
Rock.
all day.
well, whatever. I mean, you got a nice set of balls, Rock. I've been in PE shower with you. I mean, come on.
Wow.
When he didn't have hair back
this-
then. It's been some years.
Appreciate you.
This is
Yeah,
not
when you
weird.
were 4 or whatever. No, not 4. We were not showering when we were 4, were we? It was a bathtub. Whatever. No, we don't need to talk about that.
I'm not giving you any more runway with that.
Yeah, or landing strip. Either way.
Okay.
Either way.
So, anyways,
Moving
yeah.
on.
There we were.
Yeah, no, I can answer the questions.
What was the question? I forgot.
The airplane.
The airplane.
Oh, the airplane. So,
But hey, it's a free
no,
airplane.
but I I don't know.
But is it really free?
No, it's nothing is ever free.
But is it
that's
cheaper
what they say.
than $40 million?
It's $400 million, but whatever.
Oh, $400 million.
Yeah, $400 million.
Well, that's a spendy airplane.
Well, you know, Epstein had that. Oh, we're not talking about him
No,
anymore.
we're not
That's,
talking
yeah.
about it.
So,
Rodney's got my father has a question for you.
I'm actually a fan of people giving us shit for once, not the other way around. That's,
well, we got the Statue of Liberty.
We do need help. That's my
Yeah, that's
We got
going to go to
the
Grover
we got
Cleveland's,
the what you call
that's
it?
gonna go to his
the
library.
fucking London Bridge.
Okay.
So throughout
They-
history,
they
countries
bought-
have
they
given
bought
us
that.
stuff. They bought the London Bridge
Yeah.
Yeah.
They gave us
And it wasn't-
because
Louisiana.
they loved Arizona so much. They were like, they need a bridge there. Fucking Lake Havasu needs a bridge.
It wasn't London Bridge anyway. It was-
That's what it's called, right?
No, that's what they think it's called, but it's not really London Bridge. There's a different, and I can't remember which bridge it is. London Bridge is still there.
It's still in London.
It's the one
Yeah.
with the towers on.
and the beef eaters.
All right.
Yeah.
we'll get
Yes,
both.
yes,
Yeah.
the gin is there.
Yeah.
So I thought the Lake Havasu one was called the London Bridge.
That's what it's called, but that's not the London Bridge.
Did we get it from London?
Is it? Should we just call it the Arizona Bridge? Because that's where it's at.
It's got a different name, and I can't remember what the fuck it is.
Is it modeled after that, the
No.
London Bridge? It doesn't even look anything
Well,
like
it was a bridge that was there.
It was from
It was
London.
in London.
Yeah, and they bought it, took it apart, block by block, and rebuilt it over Lake Havasu.
I feel like there was some shenanigans going on back in the
You
1400s, you know, or whatever.
That's
When
how
did they
old that
fucking?
was?
I don't know. I have no fucking. You think I know when they have it? How many times I show up to history
Oh
class?
shit!
No, I don't. I just bring shit out because if you speak with confidence, people people across the world, not you guys, because you guys are actually smart, but most people I hang out with, they will like G, he will listen.
So the Lake Havasu
No,
Bridge came
no.
over with the Santa Maria and
and the pinto beans and the guacamole and
Holy crap! You definitely did not go to class.
I really because I realized that I'm never going to use any of that information outside of this environment. And then it's more fun if I don't know, so I can just talk shit with confidence, so somebody might believe me.
Do you remember Mr. Carlson?
Yes.
Mr. Carlson.
He was a fucking great
taught,
dude.
He taught advanced level math at North Valley High School back in the 80s.
Yeah.
And
I never took his class. Just never took his class.
I had one class, and then I said, when am I ever going to use algebra? He's like, you might not, but the people that you work for will. And I was like, okay.
I'm good with that. Yeah.
That's classic.
That sounds about right.
Yeah.
Oh, it is London Bridge. The other one's Tower Bridge.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, so I know more than Roy.
Isn't that exciting?
I don't know shit, so
I'm half chub right now. I'm half chub because there's
Why
one
did-
thing I know more than Roy. That's the only thing.
He is.
But I'm gonna bring that up every fucking day now because
Are you?
well, no, I'll forget tomorrow, but whatever. My intent as of now is to bring it up every fucking time. It's like, Roy, what's the London Bridge? Huh? What you got, bro? You gonna flex on that? But no, I won't.
why are we talking about bridges in Arizona?
Because I'm just
gifts.
you were busy talking to Irish mobster.
Yeah.
So I was talking. Somebody had said something about. John said it's a good thing somebody else is finally giving us shit because we're always giving them shit. But I'm like, oh, we got Statue of Liberty from fucking the gay guys, right, in France.
Yep. Yeah.
And then we got the London Bridge from apparently London, English.
Okay.
You know,
All right.
but we bought it. I didn't know we bought it. Why would we buy it? Why don't we just build our own?
Well, then remember, the French also gave us Louisiana.
They did. Well, they were done with
Louisiana
it. They were good.
Purchase.
Well, we kinda paid
and you know
them
what?
for it
They're
as a
about to give us Canada. Oh wait, no, that's the British, right? Is that the British? They're going to give us Canada.
Well, you know,
Yeah, the French don't want Quebec because they're weird motherfuckers.
And France is not.
Yeah, but they don't speak the same French, apparently.
But remember, De
Kinda
Gaulle,
like-
Oh, they've got urban French.
Julian over there.
when De Gaulle was in power in
Oh.
France, he tried to convince Quebec to secede and join France.
Yeah, and now they don't want it, which is fine. Nobody,
Well, we'll
nobody
take it.
wants Quebec.
We'll take it.
Is that the one above us, or is it over to the east?
They're all above
To
us.
the east.
Oh, I know they're all above us.
No, the Quebec is
Directly. I mean, up step and jump over that weird ass state, Washington. But yeah,
above Detroit. It's
That's
in the
Ontario.
Midwest.
No,
Then next
because
to
I
Detroit-
went because I was just there. I was in. I don't know where the fuck I was at. Because we flew into Detroit, took a frickin' shuttle to
Niagara
Ontario. No, Ontario, and stayed at a Caesar's Palace over there and casino thing. And
to the east of Ontario is Quebec.
okay, so right as we're looking at the map,
that's in
we
the
take a right
Midwest.
turn.
Quebec is a province.
Well, all of
Yeah,
the provinces.
so is Ontario.
What's the main city in Quebec?
Montreal,
Montreal. Thank you.
That's where they do the Olympic
They
shit.
had a baseball team.
Montreal.
And a hockey. Well, they all got hockey.
They all got hockey
Yeah,
team. I mean,
so.
fuck the town size of Cave Junction's got a hockey team in Canada.
Cave Junction might have one. We don't know.
I doubt it.
That's field hockey and it's weed, so it's got, they don't do much, but whatever.
Well, speaking of sports, recently found out that lacrosse is a dangerous sport.
They got fucking sticks.
Sticks and balls.
The guy died.
Oh no
How do you
shit.
die in lacrosse?
Oh, you stop breathing
No. Apparently,
Oh, lacrosse is that one where they run around with the
with the
fucking
fucking
scooper.
and they got like a weird gay helmet, not the full football helmet.
that's brutal.
Yeah.
That's like rugby, but with
No,
sticks and balls.
what happened? Apparently, the ball is extremely heavy, and this guy got it in the back of the neck.
Oh, right under the helmet, probably.
Under the helmet,
And
and
broke his shit.
Yeah, he died.
Well,
Brainstem, sever.
Yeah, probably.
yeah.
I'm sure he'll get a good settlement.
Oh, he won't.
Well,
Yeah, he
in theory,
doesn't
Misses.
care anymore.
yeah. No, it was a hit. It was a hit. He was abstained.
Another weird
Oh yeah,
game
so
that the,
go ahead.
that
Go,
the
keep going,
Asians
keep going.
or
The Asians?
no,
No, they do some weird fucking games.
The Europeans brought is cricket.
Irene.
She's leaning. No, cricket. Have you ever watched? I've seen.
I never.
I have
Only on movies that were making fun of it. It's the only
Yeah.
time I've seen it. I've
They got
never.
this flat stick and a ball, and
They bounce it.
they throw it and bounce it.
India is huge with cricket.
Is that their
Yeah,
thing?
yeah. I've never done it.
I've
That's also their favorite food. But
I've
whatever.
also seen the.
Deep fried. They're
Well,
good.
or just raw off the floor. But,
Have
yeah.
you seen the
Fried
funny
the fucking
bit?
good.
Oh, really?
Have you seen the funny bit of the blind guy that plays cricket and And they're all asking him about, well, how do you hear the ball coming? Oh, it's got a little bell in it. Let me show you. So the guy's standing there, and all of a sudden the cat runs by with a bell. And he fucking whacks it. And he whacks the cat over the fence.
Shit.
Oh, I'm going to hell.
Yeah,
So the P. Diddy opening argument started yesterday.
Oh,
And there's been some shit to where he's going to get suicided, I guarantee you. But
he's gonna get Epstein.
so I gotta, and I don't know if it's true or not, but somebody sent it to me, so it must be.
I hope that he just goes blah.
No, I want to see the dirt. I want to see the fuckers. I want to see the fucking list.
That's what he means, right?
Yeah.
Okay. That's what you just said. Fucking. He's gonna throw up all over everybody.
He's gonna be one of those motherfuckers that
he's gonna sing.
I'm going down.
Yeah, he's one of the guys that's a badass until he's got up against the wall, and then he's not a badass no more. Kind of thing. When he's not having some of the fucking dudes that they're gonna fucking lay over for him.
And I personally don't care who it is. I don't care if they're fucking uber rich, whatever,
or Uber cars,
or Teslas, or
Teslers.
If they're Republicans, Democrats, Independents,
there's just
name.
It's a meme, but I don't know if it's true or not. But it's on the internet, so it must be.
It's got to be true.
Said Diddy allegedly used to pay escorts and force them to urinate in Cassie's mouth as she choked, according to federal prosecutors. She's a team player. Sign that girl up tell her to come talk to me.
I don't know who that person is.
It's apparently this girl in the
Cassie
picture.
is testifying today.
Who is?
This Cassie. That's the one. That's the one on the video that he kicks and.
Oh,
yeah. The one he beat up in the hallway out the elevator. Yeah. So he apparently that was not the worst of it.
So if he's paying her, if he's paying her and that was an agreed.
No, he paid the prostitutes to pee in her mouth. I don't know what his agreement with her was.
You pay extra for that.
I mean, okay. So first off, close your mouth. Unless you're being waterboarded. I mean, because you can't then, but I mean,
some freaky people are into that shit. I don't get it.
Well, and I'm wondering if this was like a regular Tuesday event, like, you know, most people have Taco Tuesday, they're like Piss in Cassie's Mouth Tuesday.
Different taco,
different sauce. But is it? I'm not
described as somebody's bent over. It looks like a roast beef sandwich.
Well, I mean, it can be. There's so many varieties. So there's
so many varieties.
So many varieties. You got all the food groups basically. You got cauliflower. You got bubble gum. You got.
I never cauliflower.
Blue waffles.
The blue waffles. Yeah. Do you know they've taken all that off the internet?
Nope.
Yeah, you can't. So it used to be you search for it and people do the thing and it would have nothing you wanted to watch. But now all the pictures are gone. I've looked regularly. Just throwing that out there.
Okay, good to know.
I'm not a bit surprised.
Yeah, well, I got a lot of idle time. Okay, Roy.
Apparently you do.
And I know where the London Bridge came from. Okay, so.
Well, maybe when
I don't know. I have no idea. I was just hoping you wouldn't call me on it.
I hope that the P. Diddy, it's just Sean Combs because he's no Puffy anymore.
Well, he was not been Puffy for 100 years.
Yeah, but I hope it's just as good as
OJ?
RJ?
No, the pirate.
Johnny Depp?
Johnny Depp. Oh,
that was a great trial.
That was fucking fun.
But
the difference is they were actors. So they lived their life deceiving people, basically. So they're going to overcharacterize everything. Diddy is a fucking gangster. Who would think?
Really?
No, he's a gangster into the level to where he was the top guy and got other people to do his shit because nobody would call him on his shit.
Okay.
If somebody actually called him on his shit, he would have not been the gangster for years.
I mean, there's so many.
He's got what's his name? Two-pack or 4-pack or 12-pack or Biggie, whatever he was opposite of, because he was New York, right? It was Combs, New York. So he would have been Tupac. He would have had Tupac killed. Mm-hmm. And then Suge Knight killed fucking Diddy and the other one, fucking Biggie, fat guy.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not big on gangster rap, so I'm not.
That's our resident.
Wilkins, you look like a hardcore.
Shit.
You look like a Tupac guy.
He was Southside Vegas, baby.
Straight thug.
What? Oh shit! It's Paul.
Hi, Paul.
Paul, is it?
It's Paul, is it?
Paul, is it?
It's Paulie.
He's
part of the mafia. It's Paulie.
Yeah, you gotta. That's what's his name's the chauffeur on Back to School. Rodney Dangerfield's, right?
Yeah, Paulie.
Uncle.
I retain a lot of useless information up here.
Yes.
That's my dad. My dad told me back when high school days.
Actually, that guy was the brother-in-law of Rocky Balboa.
Yeah. No, it's my dad back in the day when he was not 80. And neither was I. like high school days, and we were talking somewhere. We went to some place with a bunch of his friends. We're doing a barbecue, something like that. And I had said something. And he's like, you know, you
Shut the
have
fuck
got
up.
no. He's like, you know, I was probably 15, 16, whatever. And he's like, you know, you have got this fucking talent. I'm like, really, Dad? How is it? And I'm like, woo. And he's like, you retain the useless shit. You don't remember what I asked you to do yesterday, but you remember shit from 4 years ago that means absolutely fucking nothing. And I'm like, okay, so I play to my strengths. Okay, I'm like, come on.
Yeah.
What else you got for me, Pop?
And that's kind of like Cliff Clavin. Cliff Clavin
is
had
the man.
mentioned he had a bit on that show Cheers about how drinking beer and brain cells is like the buffalo
yeah.
hurt,
Yeah,
right? It is,
yeah.
to where, you know, these slow ones sort of taper off and they die off. So by drinking beer, you're killing off these slower brain cells, and so net end result is you've got faster brain cells and you've killed off the dumb ones.
It's not buffalo.
Efficient.
Was it not buffalo?
It's bisons.
Depends if you depends on. It's like do you call it soda or you call it pop? I mean, if you're in the South, you call it pop. You know.
That's similar. Buffalo and bison are different.
Well, how are they different?
We went through this
we went over
fucking
this
already.
many times ago.
Okay, remember how I remember useless shit, but nothing important
not-
like
right.
buffalo versus bison. So I mean,
Do you remember the name of the bridge?
that's
Lake
that's-
Havasu?
Oh,
What is
it's the Tower Bridge.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Online.
It's called the Caveman Bridge.
Gay Man Bridge.
Cave.
Oh, you want to see Gay Andy? I saw Jason.
You showed me Gay Andy.
Did I?
Yeah, last
Have I
week at golf.
No. I've got a better.
you got a
I
new
better.
Gay
I got
Andy?
better.
Gayer.
Hey, guess who got low net again?
Well,
This
we're
fucking guy.
in second place.
I know.
Ken Bob texted me yesterday.
He goes, "What the fuck?"
He's like, second place, pretty good. I'm like, go figure. I don't
Yeah.
know. Yeah, we're soon to fall. We are gone.
We are
It's
gonna
probably going to
fall
be night
so
because I'm going to
far.
drink all day. So,
Oh no.
oh, fuck off.
Okay, and some.
And yeah, and your horse.
Oh man,
But
Sirens.
where did that go?
lots of sirens. Those are fire sirens.
I agree with
There's probably an accident.
what you said. I don't care. Going back to that Diddy stuff, I don't care who it is. Start sending motherfuckers.
Yeah,
Go to
yeah.
prison.
Yes,
you know,
Exactly.
I
for
don't
your
give a shit
debauchery.
how elite and how wealthy they are.
Start sending
If
a
the
signal.
motherfuckers were doing some wrong shit.
Thank you.
Okay,
If
so
they-
here's going to be the
Oh,
visual.
God.
Jesus.
And but the audio will come through your set apparently. So this is the one you listen to. Yeah.
What is that?
Oh no.
That is so.
Oh no.
That is so fucking wrong.
Jesus.
Sparkle.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah. So.
Has he seen that yet?
Oh yeah, I sent it to him. And most of his staff, but whatever.
Oh, well, he's a good sport.
So
We'll find
that
out.
wasn't really him. That wasn't him.
That was
Oh no! So I took.
was-
I did one earlier, and let me give you the
AI?
backstory. Yeah, it's AI.
AI.
That's AI. So I.
You all right over
No, I
there?
don't need to see it again.
no.
Well, no,
Puff, puff,
I'm.
give.
So what I did is I found I was trying because I had idle time during the day. I said, as I had found a picture of him on his Facebook, and it was him and his wife back when he was younger and skinny.
Right.
And so I cut her out, and I went to the eye and said, make him dance really gay and all this kind of shit. And it didn't work. So I texted Eric, his business partner, and I was like, send me whatever fucking like headshot pictures of Andy you got. So he fucking sent me one, and that's
That's the one.
the one. And then I put it in the eye and say, make this fucker gay, and here's the script.
More gay.
More gay. So give me over to do.
Wow.
I can do that.
Yeah, that is a wow. Wow.
Yeah. So then I sent it to him, and he laughed. He's like, I'm like, we're going to do a whole marketing thing for Casablanca and make you the Pride Month fucking place to be in Grants Pass, Oregon.
Do we have that big of a community here?
Oh, there's quite a bit.
Yeah, but like
Casablanca's not that big. They could fill it up. They'd be rainbow fucking flagging and.
Hey, I look at it. I don't care what.
No, I don't care. Well,
their money's
and I told him I was telling fucking Wilkins over here this morning. I'm like, they spend fucking money though. They got the most. All the gays I know are not poor. You don't see too many homeless rainbow flags over there at the fucking 8th Street thing. You know, not too much homeless rainbow flags.
But $20 is $20 downtown.
Oh, it doesn't mean they won't do the gay shit. They just won't enjoy it as much as they would without the $20.
Okay.
Yeah, you're not seeing no rainbow flags down there.
They don't get the T-shirt either.
They don't get the T-shirt.
There's a T-shirt involved.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, that changes things.
Well, that's 25.
I'll be back. I gotta pee.
You gotta go find that T-shirt.
I'm gonna go work for a T-shirt.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh my gosh.
Lord help us.
Well,
So while he's draining his clam, what else is up?
His clam.
his clam.
His roast beef sandwich.
Yeah, his side
visual on that.
meat. Oh, what else is going on? Oh shit. Well, Boatnik. Yes, thank you, Bob. Thank you.
Something hot chocolatey kind of.
Yeah. No, Boatnik is not this weekend. It's the following weekend. Our illustrious El Presidente is here with us today.
Yay.
He had to go to the Senior Citizen Rotary Kiwanis crowd this morning and listen to Darth Vader as he was sucking on his oxygen. Yeah, I think it's going to be beautiful weather. I mean, it's gearing up. We got crap weather now. That means we're going to have beautiful weather at Boatnik because it runs in 2-week cycles. We're going to catch that week. It'll be fun. Roy's going to join us this year.
Yeah, for the first time in like 20.
Yeah. He'll be.
Yeah.
Michael, are you in town? For Boatnik.
The week after.
Okay. For birthday week.
Yeah, it's my birthday. I'm gonna leave. I'm gonna start driving down on the 28th, and I'll get to Phoenix and on the 30th is my plan. I'll stop at Reno, stop at Vegas.
Do all the stops.
I'll just just because it's convenient.
Right.
I could go through Fresno, but yeah.
Why?
I did that last time. It was not
I
as much
spent
fun.
the longest year of the week in my life
where
in
do you-
Fresno.
Can you get from here to Reno in one
day.
One
One
charge?
charge?
Oh no! I'll stop probably Red Bluff. It maps it out for me. So
Red Bluff.
California.
Yeah, I know where it is.
Yeah.
Then you're going to cut. How are you going to get to Reno?
I'll either go across through past Shasta, or I'll go down to McLeod, or
Yeah.
go down to Sacramento and take 80. Either one.
Oh, you're.
I'll
gonna
probably
take
do.
80 over
I
there.
don't know what the charger situation is going through McLeod, so I'll
Yeah,
probably
I
go
would-
down.
Probably not much of
to
one.
see. Yeah, but guaranteed going down I-5 to Sacramento and
Yeah,
across
you're
to
going to
80.
hit a bunch of them. There's
Yeah.
all over the fucking place.
So
You got one in Susanville.
yes,
Or you should just take a generator with you and just fucking go for it.
Strap it to the top of your truck.
I don't have a
Fire
truck.
it.
I mean, I do have a truck, but I'm not taking
Your
it.
car.
I'm not, but because it's got a glass roof, so that's weird.
You can put it in the front.
In the front,
compartment.
in the front,
In the
in
front?
the front trunk. Yeah, it's a front.
Yeah.
No, I will just stop where they have chargers, and I
take
can
a nap.
I can stop and I'll go and have a beer, or
Well, there is that.
watch some Netflix in the car. I don't know. Yeah, I get a 30, 45 minute. I told you the time I freaking bar hopped all the way down I-5, and it drove me.
How many hours can you go?
Myself or the car?
Car.
I didn't say minutes. I said the car.
Well, I don't know about hours. It depends how fast I drive. It's in miles. It's pretty consistent.
Well, you know, here in
300
Oregon, we don't go miles. We go hours.
Well, whatever. 300-mile range.
Okay. That's,
So
Okay, 4 hours.
I will. Yeah, I will have to stop before the car needs to. I will. I don't have to stop. I will want to stop before the car.
Okay.
Because I'll have to pee or something. Just fucking.
Right.
So I will go. Like if I go to Portland, I will go and I'll stop it at Springfield. And
Because
then
there's a beer spot there.
that's the fucking breweries right there.
Right,
So
right.
yeah, and it's a charger right there at the brewery. So
perfect.
yeah, like
Genius.
somebody
Genius.
fucking called it. Well, there's also 2 hotels, which I think was the draw, but whatever.
It's almost like they asked you to map it out.
They did. I called Steve Jobs and said, hey, or no, the other guy. Elon. Yeah, Elon.
Leon.
Yeah. So, yeah, no, I can.
You can change it around and make it Noel, too.
You could.
But why would you?
Why not? It's 4 letters. You can do anything you want with it.
Yeah, you're right. But Noel would have 2 L's.
No, it doesn't. It's got one.
Otherwise, it's Nole.
No. Or just Noel?
Oh, no.
Just
Yeah,
Noel.
I forgot the E is not at the end. It's okay. You're right. Yeah, I'll go with that. London Bridge, though. London Bridge. You know Noel. I know London Bridge.
Where is it?
Havasu.
Okay.
Yeah.
Where'd it come from?
Yonkers.
London.
Fucking Yonkers.
Yonkers. It come from the Queens.
Yeah.
Team.
Oh, hey, I heard that they're jacking their prices now. Where's
Yeah, they
where's
don't have to
fucking,
now. They don't have to now.
Oh, okay. They got pardoned.
They got the tariff thing figured out.
Do they?
What did they figure out? I haven't seen. I mean, I want to watch
Okay.
news. So
So
Went from 145
we're not gonna.
to
This
30.
is not, say one more time.
It went from 145.
just get up to the mic, Roy. We can't hear you.
Yeah.
145 to 30.
Dollars
Okay.
or percent?
And the other one was 30 to 10.
That's the one that they're going with.
I thought that was China was changing it from 30 to 10. And we're doing from 145 to
No,
30.
we were currently at 8. We were at China was at 3%. That's what their tariff was in the United States was 3. Okay.
When?
United States, the current before the Trump administration took over. It was
No.
okay. So they're fucking lying on TV.
No.
it was at
They never lie on TV.
They were 3%. Okay. United States was being tariffed 8%.
That's
Okay.
five difference.
5% difference.
I do that
now. Now
I didn't get to
China,
Mr. Carlson's math class, but I got that first one.
Now China is going to 30%, and we are going to 10%. We're going from 8 to 10.
I checked the history of tariffs.
Okay.
And when Trump took office, the China was at about 21%, and we tariffed their stuff at 19%. They were very close together.
But it depends on the product, though.
What year was this?
Before Trump took office, would have been like last year.
Yeah, it was it was the
4
same
months, December.
throughout the Biden administration.
But there was a huge scale because I looked that up when I bought my bottles from China and then found out when they got to Portland that I owed them 25%. I'm like, why do I owe you an extra freaking $5,000?
Wait a minute.
So
Consumer has to pay that fee?
yeah, shocking, huh?
I'll be God.
Apparently they will not give you my bottle, my 6,000 bottles.
I thought it was the country doing it.
No, it's Roy, we got to talk about this bridge situation. How much was the tariffs on the bridge brick by brick? Was that it?
I think it was gratis.
Gratis non condre or whatever they call it? I don't know. How are you going to dumb down what you're going to say so I understand it? But no, but then that's weird. So I went and looked
Like that.
online to see
That's
what
Latin.
products
That's
were
Latin.
fucking, the language, it was so great to originate
an
everything, they
educated
don't use
man.
it again. Yes.
Now you hate him.
Yes, that son of a bitch. But I went and looked and there was a giant chart. Things were like anywhere from like 2% up to 50% or whatever. I don't know what the average was, but my bottle was 25%. I know that much. And I'm like, why can't I? So I called my girl in China. I even tried to flirt with her. I'm like, I'm going to come visit you. Give me a
what up,
discount.
girl?
And she did. Well, she said she did. I don't know if she actually did. But then it was COVID. So she's like, it's not a good time now, babe. I'm like, okay, I wasn't actually going to come visit you, but
She working out of Wuhan.
she is. Yeah, she was. Right there.
Not a good time.
Serving up
Not
those
a good time.
bat wings. You just
been there.
But they. I was like, why can't you just say they're fucking potholders, not bottles, because those are 3% or something like that. She said, no, we can't. We get in trouble. I'm like, okay, how about next time you charge me $1 for 6,000 bottles and, 20,000 for shipping? Because the tariff is just on the price of the thing. And I guess I've heard that that's what some of the Chinese producers are starting to do. And that's apparently that's illegal, but what are they going to do? The Port Authority is going to freaking fine China. But yeah, because it's based on the price of the product, not including shipping.
That is actually, and I mean, not make it too obvious at $1, but if you charge $5
Yeah.
and 18,000 for shipping.
Yeah. Because how many times have you gone on, I mean, you probably don't do that, but I do. You go on Alibaba or something like that wanting to buy something, and they're like, it's $18. And then you go click, and they're like, plus 20,000 shipping. I'm like, fucking deal, okay?
Done, and done.
Yeah. So, but yeah, that's the way around it. I don't know if they'll ever figure that out, but I'm sure there's smart guys in China too, because they've robbed us of all of our intellectual property. So they're pretty smart.
They got it.
There's a couple, unrelated but similar. There's a couple female soldiers during the Gulf War that were actually selling condoms and giving sex for free. I don't know how that relates, but I thought that was
That's not
that was a marketing
prostitution.
ploy.
Yeah, that's great.
They got court-martialed. Didn't work out so good for them in the end. But I was like,
Well-
man, that's brilliant.
Depends what end they got it.
Well, I'll probably
Whatever they agreed to. I mean,
airtight.
yeah.
That's it.
And apparently disease-free. You know, you paid $100 for a condom, most expensive condoms in the world, but
It was a good condom.
unless you got a coupon,
Supply and demand.
maybe you get the frequent flyer. You get
One
the
of
you get
those
the you get
books?
the
You
you
gotta
get the
get
no
the
you get
coupon.
the punch card with your 11th one's free,
Oh, there
or
you go.
$25 off, whatever. I don't know.
Something, yeah. $20.
Downtown.
Downtown.
That's right. That's where I've seen that T-shirt.
No, actually, we were in Tijuana one time. Speaking of that, and my buddy Jim, who
Your Navy days?
Yeah, I was in San Diego, and we went down to Tijuana just for an afternoon, which ended up being till 2 a.m. But that was pretty regular. But yeah, my buddy Jim, who lives down in Redding, I won't mention his full name, but it rhymes with Conrad. He was actually my boss, and he came down.
Right.
He got out the military and was in the reserves and did his 2 weeks active duty down in San Diego, in Coronado with me. And so I'm like, hey, let's just go down for lunch. We don't really like I don't like the nightlife down there because that's where the 16-year-olds from San Diego go. And so, of course, we just fucking go bar to bar, fucking whatever, didn't pay attention. So we go into one of the stripper bars, and this lady comes up, and actually, no,
Aren't they
another
all
guy.
like that down there?
Not all, no. There's some really respectable places down there that play 1980s fucking rap music. But
Sweet.
yeah, so
With what's his name?
yeah, Diddy. No, I think that was pre-Diddy.
Pre-Diddy?
Yeah, I was even pre-Puffy or whatever.
NWA at that time.
Yeah, that was
Yeah,
NWA
that
stuff,
was-
and Kumo D and fucking
Kumo D.
Ice Cube and
Maybe
the
some
Ice
Run DMC,
T
I
and
don't
the Ice, all the ices, all the ices and all the T's and all the cubes. But and even fucking Vanilla Ice, man, we got him too in there. We got
had
our
a
white boy
Vanilla-
in there.
we
Now
had
he's
a-
doing construction in Florida, but whatever. So we walk in this one bar, and me and the other guy, Larry, was there, and Jim went to go take a leak because he was old, had prostate issues because he was 35 at the time. That was old. So this older lady comes up, which again older was probably 30, 35, and she goes straight for she's not one of those fucks around and wants to get a conversation going. She just grabs your cock and says, "You want to go fuck?" And I'm like, "No, I just want a beer." So she did turn to my buddy Larry. So Jim comes back, all fucking bouncy, fucking weird ass guy, and she grabs his cock and he's like, "Whoa!" And she's like, "You want to go fuck?" And he's like, "How much?" And I was like, "Jim, it's only $4." He's like, "Fuck yeah, let's go." Well, it was 40, and his cheap ass wouldn't even leave tips at restaurants, so he was not. So they leave, fucking go out the front door, fucking around to the alley or whatever, and me and Larry are looking at each other like, they're gonna fucking kill him. As soon as he finds out it's actually $40. And so we got outside and we go to the alley, and there's fucking two giant Mexican dudes. And they're like, "Whoa, you can't go back here." And we're like, "Well, our buddy just went with a girl. We got to go get him because he doesn't understand." He's like, "No, she'll take care of him. He's fine, whatever." Well, then, okay, fine. We go back to the bar. All of a sudden are no longer concerned about his well-being. So,
Funny about that.
yeah, so
Good
we went back
wingman.
and
Like
get it
It
Solid
makes
wingman.
sense.
They're like, "Well, you're a grown-ass man. You're the oldest one in the group, so you can't figure shit out." So he comes back about 5 minutes later. I'm like, "Whoa, you were done?"
Jesus.
Bro, crowd pleaser.
You got tricks.
Yeah. So now he's like, "Fuck." I walk in there. There's a dude at the hotel room door. Hands him a rubber. He goes in with the girl. She asks him for $40, and he's got four $1. Not even gonna give her a $5 for a fucking like a $1 tip. He's got four $1 bills in his hand. They hand it to her, and she's like 40, and he's like, "Oh fuck that." He walks out, hands the guy the rubber back, and fucking leaves. I'm like, you didn't even just give it a 4 just for fun. I mean, just because you took her time up, but yeah, he came back. He's like, "You know, it's 40." I'm like, "Yeah, we did." He's like, "You told me." I'm like, "No, I said 40. You didn't hear that part. What the hell?" It was loud in there. Kumo D was pumping hard,
Cool mode.
Yeah, so that's my Tijuana whorehouse thing. $10 blowjobs though, but you got in the back booth. So yeah.
The side curtain booths. When you walk down the hallway, there was a little room.
Well, no, this was like a restaurant where they like daytime you were eating your fucking kimchi
Chips
or
and salt.
fucking tacos or whatever.
Yeah.
Nighttime, they've got a guy that just blocks where the booths are, and you go in the back booth with the chick, and she does whatever she does, which we know what she does. But yeah, then morning time, I'm hoping they mop the floors. I don't know.
I doubted.
Yeah. So
It's hard telling.
yeah, it's just there was no curtains or nothing. It was just I'm like my buddy Keith was in the back. I'm like, "Hey Keith, what you doing, man?" And the bouncer's like, "You can't talk to them." I'm like, "You don't fucking know me." I was not the nice guy that I am now today.
Is that
Yeah, I was.
yeah.
I was not as calm as I am now. I was super high energy back then.
No shit.
Yeah, crazy. Yeah. I went to jail in Ensenada.
I almost went to jail in Tijuana.
I went to Ensenada jail.
I got thrown into the who's guy with the border.
Oh,
Isn't that German?
Who's guy?
Yeah.
the who's count?
Which border? Mexico.
Yeah, which border, or East or West Germany?
Mexico.
On the U.S. side or the Mexico side?
Mexico, U.S. side.
Oh, okay, that doesn't count.
We got
You were
across.
just being detained.
Yeah,
That was it. Yeah.
yeah, you had to have a talking to. No, I spent the
Did.
night.
They wanted to know how the hell I got into. I was 17 years old. How did you get into Mexico? I said I drove.
Fucking drove, yeah, but they didn't check shit back then.
Yeah.
You know, they did on the way home.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, how did you get here? I was driving this car.
Same car.
Yeah, same car.
Shocking. It goes both
But
ways.
I'm not telling you all the heroin that's in the back seat. Don't
no, they
mind
don't,
that.
They don't do heroin down there.
Well, if you got it, you have
It's mostly cocaine.
right. You got to do the right
Fentanyl.
connection.
You got to get fentanyl.
Well, fentanyl now. They
Wait,
didn't
did you guys hear about the?
yeah, the giant one in Salem. Did you
got a
just throw open
mouthful
your
of
mouth?
shit. No, my shit. Yeah.
Okay, anyways.
No, there was a big one here.
That's in Salem.
No, here in Grants Pass.
Oh, no
Oh.
shit.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, about
At the
5
homeless camp?
days ago.
There was a huge one up in Salem. That's
A
the only
huge-
one I.
huge
Oh,
one
they
in Salem.
found they
Salem
found a
was the
pot,
biggest
they
one
found a
ever.
pot bust.
But there was
a huge-
fentanyl
but
also.
They had
Fentanyl.
fentanyl and
Yeah.
There
Yeah.
was fentanyl and
a
guns.
billion guns. Yeah.
Yeah, the one up in Salem was like 55 pounds of the shit. I think
Enough to kill like the whole United States.
Yeah, but I think the one here was like 1.5 pounds or some fucking thing.
There are certain parts of the country, if we could just
ERB
drop a
and all
few
that.
into the fucking water supply, then call the herd. Oh, and also, so I've got a few buddies that may or may not be involved with stuff that I've asked them of, you guys seize all this fentanyl on random busts and things like that. If that was to just be redispersed to certain people that are heavy hitters, would that just, and they're not opposed to it. Apparently there's rules against that, but why not? If they want it anyways, they're grown adults. And if you say, okay, this is enough to kill you, but you'll enjoy the fuck out of it, here, have it. And if they take it and they ingest it, they happen to maybe go and fucking see their whatever savior, top or bottom, they're doing. Maybe they're bottoms, maybe they're tops, I don't know. $20. But eventually, life just figures itself out.
Yeah,
You guys are just all quiet now.
because you got profound and
It
shit,
was
and we're
10 ounces-
confused.
10 ounces of fentanyl,
10 ounces will kill somebody? I didn't think it was that much.
1/2 pound firearms, da-da-da-da-da.
I think he's talking about the bust.
Oh.
Yeah.
No, it was like kilos of freaking fentanyl.
Yeah, the one up north
That
was
Salem was
kilos.
huge. It was the biggest one ever in
history.
In DHS's history or whatever.
Yeah.
And here we are, sanctuary city, state, all the
Well,
above.
they know where to go to do business at.
What are you getting? I would, yes, please.
You probably have to go around to the front door or the back door. Yeah, well, it's not going to be that one.
See?
No one wants to listen to G.
I was listening to you.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
don't
but-
know they don't know why they would open that side door for anything.
No, none.
Oh, crazy.
Hi, Bob.
Hi.
So there we were.
Here we are.
Yeah, with the London Bridge and fentanyl busts and
And tariff wars.
yes. Trade
Interesting world.
wars. Fucking A.
I turned off my phone and my computer, and like 95% of my problems went away. It was weird. Yeah.
Good
TV
call.
off. Keep it on Prime.
Yeah.
Something like that. Yeah.
So what about Boatnick? Anything awesome going on? I saw the Queensryche. I haven't heard of them since I had a
Yeah, since the last time that they.
CD.
Yeah, no.
Trey Lewis.
Yeah, we got that Queensryche, and then another. We got a country artist.
Trey
coming in,
Lewis.
Trey Lewis. And he is.
He is who?
Yeah, he's a big internet sensation guy. He does concerts and stuff, but I don't. He's got some airplay out there.
Talent is talent, though, regardless of where it
Yeah,
comes from. That's
and we're
another
just
avenue
hoping
of
that we get a
exposure.
lot of people that, Grants Pass, Oregon is a tough venue to book.
Yeah.
I mean, it costs a lot of money to bring them here, but to get people to actually buy and to go, oh yeah, I want to go to that concert. Now, Mefford always packs them
it's
in
an
because
American
there's
Idol
more
guy.
people there.
American Idol guy?
Trey Lewis was an American Idol guy.
21-year-old mattress salesman from Santa Fe, Texas, auditioned in February 23. Huh. If it's the same guy, I don't know. Let's see. He got long hair.
Yeah. He dicks down in Dallas.
Lewis.
Yeah, he went viral in 2020 with the cheeky breakup anthem "Dick Down in Dallas."
Yeah.
I've been
Birmingham, Alabama.
one of the best
Different
concerts
guy.
I have ever been to, and I see him every year. Is Robert Cray. Comes right here, right across the
Oh
street.
yeah, he was here
So to bring-
a couple
to say-
weeks ago.
Yeah, I was there. It's bringing talent here. How do you recruit these people to
Well-
come to the venues?
Who's gets them because they're
Well, he's
like
working with a lot of
like
agents,
Thursday
and it's
night
an
or
actual
something like
stop.
that. It's Wednesday or Thursday night they have a concert.
Sure.
Because they're heading to Portland or San
Yeah.
Francisco.
Okay, solid.
Yeah, you don't see a lot
On the
of
way,
Friday
we'll-
and
we
Saturday
might pay you on the
They're
way.
on the bus. They might as
concerts
well
at
make
the
it
Rogue
to bus.
Theater.
Sure.
Yeah, they're driving
way.
by and going, "Oh, I can pick up a quick 15 grand
Yeah.
for doing 3 hours worth of work."
Yeah, they got to stop anyway.
Yeah, they gotta eat and drink and
Charge their electric bus.
yeah.
They get their great big old motor home with a huge fucking trailer behind it.
Yeah.
With all the gear in it.
Pretty bitchin', yeah.
Yeah.
Little small town USA.
Yeah, it's fun.
But yeah, nothing. I mean, we got the Brew Fest going on. That'll happen on Saturday and Sunday. Concert. No, Friday. No Friday. Yeah, it's only Saturday, Sunday,
Boatnik schedule.
and then as always, boats. I mean, that's why we call it Boatnik, because there's boats, and we get the little kids out there again in their little boats, which is my favorite. They get out there. They got two mini boats. You know what a mini boat is? The ones that run on the river.
Yep.
Like,
Oh, we got
60?
6.
Oh,
Got 6 mini boats all racing at the same time. Oh, I'm gonna get so excited.
and they're kids. I've seen grown ass guys your size run those boats.
Yeah. 8,
Oh, that's
8, 9.
awesome.
They start off on the bank like a regular hydro race.
Okay.
And then they do a buoy race right in the middle of the river, right in front of the park.
That's bitchin'.
And it is fucking amazing. They're bumping into each other and they're spinning out because they got little tiny jet ski motors in them, and they're a lot of motor for those little boats.
Sure.
But the boat, they're only like, what, 8 feet long or some fucking thing?
If that, yeah.
It's
They're
like half a-
it is
half
so
a regular
fucking.
boat.
It is awesome. It is so fun to watch those kids get out
Are most
there.
of those kids like kids of the actual racers? Like
Yeah,
like my nephew
yeah.
Levi, he runs Torgerson. He runs.
Oh,
he makes,
and
he makes
Torgerson,
those,
yeah.
he makes those boats. So
Yep.
and
Yeah,
his boy's
so
about that age.
and they're trying to build that club up from last year's conversations that anybody can join the club if they like to do those kind of extreme sport type things. You can. I mean, I could put not my grandson, but he'd probably drive it to Gold Beach and think it's great. But once they, yeah, he's a wild child.
Yeah.
It's funny.
Once he anybody can join it, but I think there's an age limit. You can't have a 4-year-old out
Guys,
there.
you're going to have drag boats
We always have drag boats.
with makeup and everything?
Yes. We're going to do a drag
saw the
boat
video.
We're going to do a drag boat show. Yes.
It's not Pride Month yet, but it's close.
yeah.
But
It's
getting
close.
close.
Bring it in style.
Fuck me. Don't get me started, Rock. Jesus, criminy.
Do they have a like for old fuckers my size to just go out there and just cruise? Can we do it? Can we do
No,
a
no,
boat
you're
cruise?
not. No, you
None of
cannot.
that?
You can't go rent a boat in front of the park
my-
and take a lap.
Can I take my '71 Chrysler Lake boat out there? And
No,
chill?
no.
A couple coldies on the way.
No, you can't do. No.
Why not?
I'll do it. I'll do it.
We had this wonderful thing called a permit that we pay for, that we actually shut the river down, and we are the only ones during those races that can run the river.
Isn't the waterway? Doesn't that belong to the public?
Yeah,
No, actually it does not. It's belonged by the federal government, the U.S. Coast Guard.
Well, it's still public.
It is public access, but it is monitored and permitted by the U.S. Coast Guard. Yeah,
Which is why you got to buy a permit.
that's why you got to buy a permit and
Disregard.
insurances.
Yeah.
Well, you can go down there.
Okay, I got to get my little 2-man raft.
Yeah,
Start
yeah.
at-
Anything
start at Pierce Park and come on down.
Anything above the
Yeah.
Parkway Bridge you can be on, and anything below the 7th Street Bridge you can be on,
Except during the race.
except for during the race.
Tough to row.
Yeah, except for Monday.
Except for Monday.
Yeah,
Monday,
from like, what is it, 10 o'clock till say 2.
Yeah.
You can't be on the river
We
from
used to camp down at.
from Baker Park to Galeese is closed.
They're going to
Well,
Belize?
they've got the river.
Well, Robinson Bridge.
Yeah.
Robinson Bridge is
Yeah.
closed.
What's that?
Used to
Is it
be
Griffin Park? What's the one that's right there on the? Is it Griffin Park that's down? Griffin.
Griffin's the
People
big sandbar,
camp-
rock bar.
Camp down
Yeah.
there and all that.
Yeah.
Now what's that? Yes. Yeah, that's Griffin.
Yeah.
Okay.
The Gunnel. No. That's Matson.
That's Matson. Yeah.
That's Matson, across from Finley Bend.
And that place will be fucking stacked.
Yeah, lots of people down there.
Yeah. I mean, there's lots of people everywhere on the river.
Yeah, it's a good time.
Yeah.
But no, you can put your pleasure craft on the water to run down river, because we got people. I used to do it before I got in the club. I would put my boat in, and we would run down river and park on the side and
Yeah. We
find a little
camp.
beach. And a lot of people camp and canoe and
Yeah.
run drift boats or power boats, whatever. You just got to pull over, and you have to be over. You
Yeah.
can't be floating down the middle of the river
Well, it's
during
like-
the race.
Yeah, one time Ernie had his jet boat out there when he was the sheriff guy, and he had a guy on a stretcher during the race. We held onto his boat while the race was going on. And it was pretty cool. It was a neat place.
You called it a pleasure boat. Aren't they all pleasure?
No,
Well, no, not all of
They're a hole in the water you pour money into.
Yeah.
That it is.
The folks on the
Ex-wife.
Amistad boat, they didn't think it was pleasure. There's been cruises throughout the years that were not
Sure.
Pleasurable.
consensual. I guess. It was slave ship.
Bringing that.
Oh.
They were bringing the London Bridge over at that time. I
they
thought.
had to-
Good.
And those fuckers had to row. They had to row like a motherfucker.
Row. What's the difference between rowing and rowing like a motherfucker?
You go fast.
You put
Pace.
you put more back in it, or
Well, I'm not even on there. Now I'm back. So,
You were there.
well, I was not recording now. It was
Oh.
you fuckers could hear me, but our live audience could not.
oh, okay. So I'll ask the question: what's the difference between rowing and rowing like a motherfucker?
Rate.
Yeah,
Rate and
speed.
speed.
It's like
distance?
pi r squared.
Right.
Well,
Yeah.
rate is determined
Pi
by
round.
rate.
No.
Rate
Yeah,
is
pi
No, that makes it
time
weird.
over distance.
Holy fuck! I
Yeah.
didn't ask for an algebra lesson.
No, I failed that, Mr. Carlson.
Yeah, we went through this earlier. That his employees
But I would work for you.
yeah.
Yeah, I guess we do
You can
algebra
do pi
here.
r squared to get it exact, or you can go 3 times
Oh fuck!
pi.
Here Roy goes.
You do pi, and you got the size of it.
Yeah, but you got to get like a rhubarb. You got to get a cream pie of some sort.
Yeah,
I mean,
pecan.
or whatever. Pecan.
Pecan.
Pecan. Rhubarb is a good fucking pie.
Pecan.
I'm telling you.
These
Pecan
fuckers,
pie.
it's a pecan.
I can spell pecan and pecan.
Yeah.
I can't spell rhubarb. I think there's
All
an
right,
H
let's
in
get-
there.
There's a
No
silent
fucking
H.
argument.
There's
It's a rhubarb.
It's
I know what that
rubber.
is. Thanks, Armando.
Yeah.
So why pecan or pecan? What's the difference?
Soda or
Latitude.
Yeah, exactly.
A
Region?
pecan is something you put under the bed, and a pecan is something you eat.
pop. Yeah, that's it.
Okay, I can't argue with that logic.
No point in it.
None whatsoever.
No runway there.
Yeah. So what's with this gorilla beating off 100 guys?
Hello?
What?
No, there's on the internet. It's been a big thing this last week or two of could 100 men fight and beat a gorilla, or would the gorilla win?
Oh, the gorilla.
Beaten
Up to
off.
fucking-
Okay,
well-
now that's different. I was thinking something else.
Yeah. No,
I mean, the first few guys is gonna start as a fight, then they're gonna start to get cuddly, and then it's gonna turn into the other thing.
Yeah, I would take
That
the
it?
gorilla.
Absolutely, because first off, who wants to be the one in the front? You know, the first 50% at least, if they're not some kind of coordination,
got their face
are getting
chewed up.
fucked up.
You got to do that.
Yeah, you got to
Commit.
just fucking gangbang that fucker. And I'm going to be in the back. I'm going to be the guy in the back going, you guys go. I'm going to be the last guy. Fucking get that knockout punch.
Yeah.
And then if we're down there like 12 guys left, I'm going to be like, fuckers, I'm done.
Put the sweeper on him, Todd.
Yeah, Todd, just fucking get him. Get the figure 4.
Yeah,
Come on, get
yeah.
the figure 4.
Nope, I'm going to take gorilla every time.
Yeah.
Well, because they're fucking animals. I mean, humans are too, but they've got that instinct of, I'm going to fuck you up.
Yeah,
just for fun.
just-
This is just fun. We call this Tuesday in my world. Now give me your
Yeah,
fucking banana.
I have not seen this on the.
No, it's
on
all over the
on
fucking internet.
The
It's
leader
what-
web.
How the fuck do you guys not live
It's
in?
not
You guys
all
have. You
over.
guys like you have day jobs or something.
Apparently, it's not on my Facebook feed.
Oh, I'm gonna send you some shit.
Oh, I'm sure.
Will be now.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I'll probably.
Oh yeah,
I'll
no.
blow
Everybody
it up.
here, everybody
Yeah.
here is gonna get some fucking naked, beat off fucking gorilla memes because your algorithm is all just changed.
It's a meme thing.
Well, I don't know. No, it's an actual thing that somebody somewhere somehow said of this whole, because people sit around and drink, and then they come up with some come up with some what ifs, and this apparently was the most popular what if lately.
Why is that a good idea? A silverback sits in a pen all day long just looking for something to do.
And he's pissed off at you fuckers
he's
walking
not- he's
by
not
every
happy.
day. Yeah,
He's not happy. Speaking of silverback, remind me to call Albie.
Oh.
Got to give him a holler back.
Okay, it's not on there yet, but I'm sure it will be soon.
Why is that a good idea? They're not little animals.
and they're not.
No, they're strong as fuck.
And they're not cuddly. They're not cuddly. It's
Yeah,
not,
there's
Smokey the Bear. Okay, that's a bear. Never mind. There's not a Smokey the Gorilla. Well, who's the gorilla? Curious George. The fucking whatever. No,
Well,
and he's not a
he's
gorilla.
a monkey.
No, but even chimpanzees, they fucking ate that lady's face and hands.
Nobody likes that.
No, I mean the monkey did until they shot him, but then he was mad. But
Yeah, that's not a good idea.
yeah, I don't know what the reason behind how it originated. I just started
Out of your pocket.
I just started seeing it all over the place.
All right, here's a whole shitload of video.
With monkeys beating off 100 men.
I wouldn't call it that. 100 men versus one gorilla.
Yeah,
Wouldn't
yeah.
Fight.
And I guarantee you, there's some guys out there on reality shows like the MythBusters that are doing some kind of computer algorithm and shit of fucking
Well, but a computer algorithm doing a model that way, that makes sense to me.
yeah.
Like the old King Kong versus Godzilla.
Yeah. Jason versus Freddy.
But to have a whole bunch of freaking Nacho Libres in a ring with a silverback, I'm not sure that bodes well for
Any of the said nachos. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, but you know what? I bet you could find I bet you could do a reality show, and you're gonna have to find people with no families that will sue your ass, and offer them like, if you guys win, you guys each get $1 million, and you put up 100 million, and you find these 100 fuckers. None of them are going to live, so you ain't got to pay shit. The monkey don't care. Give him some fucking oranges and bananas and shit, and maybe a small monkey that he can chew on. And you make your money out the show. That only probably like Greece and some other weird countries will show it, but
What about like the penal system? Not penile, that's different, but
Yeah.
the penal system, death row inmates or whatever, give them an incentive.
what was that movie that was it Arnold or Stallone was in that if you went through this fucking game thing that if you won then you were out of prison.
Oh,
That was Arnold.
that was
That was Arnold, yeah. It was fucking Running Man. Was that Running Man?
I think you're right.
Yeah.
I was
Yeah, same idea, but Running Man with a monkey.
I looked up the 100 men. Yes, 100 men could likely defeat a silverback gorilla, but it wouldn't be without casualties.
Well, yeah, no shit.
And how do you know if you beat the gorilla? He has to be dead.
yeah, he's gonna
I
be
don't like that. Where's PETA?
Yeah, where's what's her name?
You know
Pam
what that
Anderson.
stands for? It's people eating tasty animals.
I don't know how tasty a guy named gorilla.
Oh, you
not a
season it
gorilla,
right.
no.
The appropriate amount of salt and pepper. Slow roast it.
that is a great acronym. Yeah.
Braise it. Yeah.
Do you think?
Yeah. Braise it first.
Fucking some butter just dripping over it. Kind of like those. What you get in the things with the thing spit that goes around this way and they shave it off.
Oh,
Is that Shwama?
here. Hero.
That's Greek, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
The lamb.
I
Or,
think it's lamb. That's easier
just
to
lamb.
kill.
Yeah. Well, there's.
That's easier to wrestle.
Well, because usually
You know.
you're fucking balls deep in them, and then you can just reach over, slit the throat when you're done. There's a movie about that, I think.
Jesus.
No, Jesus was not there.
Just made it weird.
He was more a goat guy, but whatever.
Well, because they have more goats than lambs over there.
Oh, that makes sense.
My brother said he was, I forget what country.
Speaking of sheep,
Turkey or Greece or someplace.
one of them, they're all cousins.
And he got a ride down someplace, and they stopped at this restaurant, and they wanted some fresh food. So the guy went out there and brought this goat out and slaughtered it right in front of him.
You can't get much fresher.
No, it was the freshest meat I've ever had.
Was it good though?
He said it was okay.
I mean,
It's kind of gross, but yeah.
Yeah.
well, I mean, because you learned his name and you had a hey, what's up before he got fucking castrated or whatever. But
No, I don't think he even knew his name.
well, okay, probably didn't have a name because they don't name their animals over there
No.
because they're all food.
Are we talking about fucking gorillas?
No fucking sheep
Goats.
and goats or eating goats. Fucking sheep and eating goats.
A good name for a goat is like Earl.
Stan's a goat name. Stan.
Stan is a goat name.
How about Jeff?
No. No.
Jeff is.
It's kind of too like he's got to have an Izod shirt on.
Yeah.
Like a Chad.
Chad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or a
Hanging.
Biff.
Hanging.
Hey, Bob, what are you looking at over there?
He's looking at 100 men beating off a monkey, or vice versa.
According to this, the 100 men
Would win.
would win, but with heavy casualties.
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
90.
Like 90 of them would be fucking smoked.
I think 99, and you got one smart one that actually just runs good.
Yeah.
I mean, because you cannot punch a gorilla enough. You get close enough, even if there's 5 guys.
Maybe you got tired.
I don't know. They live their whole life.
Fighting?
Their instinct is survival. So they get that weird and protecting their fucking herd or whatever we got. What do they call it? Is it a pod of gorillas, or do they hang out in groups?
Yeah,
Yes,
do.
they do.
Do they? Okay, I don't know.
And
There's a hierarchy.
the chief enforcer is the
Is a
silver.
silverback. So
A group of gorillas called.
That doesn't sound like a good idea either.
Yeah.
I don't know,
it's called Brooklyn.
It's called a troop.
A
A
troop.
troop. Okay, Brooklyn was wrong.
Usually consists of 10 to 15 members of a family.
How many is there one like king fucking raw guy
silver.
male and the rest are females that are his bitches?
A silverback who is empowered to protect and lead the family, females, males, and their offspring.
Is it silver because it's the oldest?
Yeah, I got.
Okay.
He's got some gray.
It got grayed out.
Yeah,
And he's angry because he's been dealing with these young fucks his whole fucking life. So yeah, no, I don't see 100 men unless they've got fucking like fucking switchblades and shit. If you're down in fucking East LA, then maybe. But
why is this even a thing?
because people have too much time. Have you met me?
yeah.
I mean, that's something I would come up with.
If you came up with it, I get it, but
I'm going to build a computer. By next week, I'm going to build a computer model. We're going to have a visual. I'm going to figure that out. I'm going to figure that out to build a computer model of the actual thing. And we're going to sit here and do the fucking Joe Rogan commentary like on fucking MMA shit. Yeah.
hey,
Right.
interesting.
To see who gets the Kimura, shit like that.
Sounds sick as fuck.
So, all right, let's just switch gears.
Well,
completely.
that's actually a decent event for Boatnik.
Oh, gorilla.
Oh, right there at
Oh,
Brewfest.
Yeah.
No, there's bound to be 100 fucking drunk guys. That say, oh yeah,
Oh no,
sure.
this plain idiots. You don't have to be drunk. There's idiots going. Oh yeah, I could do that.
Yeah, no, and you could put it right there. Yeah, I mean, just get rid of Queensryche. Fucking throw a fucking gorilla fucking cage up.
Right. MMA fighting with a gorilla.
Yeah.
Isn't that the right next to the city
Yeah.
center?
Yeah,
Isn't
no
that
doubt.
all caged?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, A Street. Just let him loose in there.
Just see what happens.
Oh, that would be good.
Do you
fun.
know anybody with a fucking gorilla? I mean, because that's the first roadblock right there. You got a guy? You got a gorilla guy?
I got a guy for a lot of things, but I don't think I got a guy with a gorilla.
You know, the victor actually gets one of them bags of fentanyl that was seized up.
Oh.
Something like that. There's an incentive. I like incentivizing it.
Yeah.
They're going to need the fentanyl before they do that in order to do that.
Well, they all die, and there's not enough Narcan for them assholes. So
Which is fine.
That's fine. Yeah, that's fine. I mean, why are we?
I'm not going to argue with you.
There's too much Narcan available now, but I'm not holier than now. So who am I to judge?
Yeah, no judgment.
You are.
Yeah, I mean, buy your own Narcan if you want to get saved.
Well, that shit's expensive.
Holy fuck.
How expensive is heroin?
State Ethics Commission.
I don't think
rejected-
I think it's cheaper than Narcan.
Well, but how much do you need of each? I mean,
They rejected, the state ethics rejected a $500 settlement. Former executive
gorilla
director
fights?
of OLCC, Oregon Liquor and Cannabis Commission.
Yeah.
They changed the name.
Yeah.
well, because cannabis got thrown in.
Over his sole role, they decided it wasn't enough, so they rejected it 7
What?
to 1.
What are we talking- I missed- I thought-
I did too.
$500 settlement.
Low $500 fine rejected for top OLCC manager embroiled in the Pappy Van Winkle scandal.
Oh, that one.
So they decided that wasn't enough. Needed to,
Oh, it should have
yeah.
been a hell of a lot more.
So low 500 is 501. Just can't say 500 if it's gonna be
the fine
501.
is inadequate. So it needs to be higher.
Yeah.
No shit.
Yeah, it should be in the thousands.
Well, the bottle of Pappy, a bottle itself is
$300.
exponentially. No, it's more than that.
No, list price. List
in
price.
Oregon, it's not.
List
Really?
price. Yeah, list
Yeah,
price
that's
is cheap.
cheap.
It's when because it's so scarce, then it gets thrown on the internet
Right.
for 1,500. That
or
kind of shit.
15,000.
Or whatever.
A bottle of 22, 23 year Pappy list is maybe $500.
Yeah.
in Oregon.
Yeah.
And then it goes for like 25,000.
Yeah.
Is
on
it
the
that
internet.
much?
Oh yeah.
I didn't
Oh,
know.
it gets stupid.
That's why they're all CC guys. I mean, and fun fact,
yeah.
it's a shitty thing to do, but can't say I wouldn't do it myself if I was in that position. I'm not that fucking goody two shoes. You know, I've been at a Catholic
You're
school
clever.
a lot of years, you know.
You are clever. You'd figure it out. But anyways, Bob, where are you going next?
The Umpqua State Park by the lighthouse this Thursday.
Or on the coast.
Yeah,
I thought you're going to Ramblin' Redwoods.
that'll be at the end of the month.
Oh, okay.
So we're
So you're going to the Umpqua Lighthouse at in Bandon?
That's Bandon over there, isn't it?
That's where it is.
no, is it?
Reedsport. Okay,
Yeah.
that one.
Yeah, and we got to be back on Sunday because on Monday I have to go down to
Get some more house cleaned out.
Get some more shots or something, or
jury duty.
oh fuck that, Jerry! I told you how to get out of that shit. Don't
Where?
show up.
If I'm going to bitch and
Fucking Bay
moan,
Area.
I need to participate.
Hey, Bob, I appreciate that because I think there's a
That's
lot
how
of
the
time-
government works.
Because if you don't, and you're a very sensible,
But-
well-rounded man, if you don't, somebody else
Honestly, he
that has
doesn't know you
nothing
that
else
well.
to do that actually sets precedent for
That's
all the
very-
rest of us.
very-
Yeah, exactly.
Thank you.
I have
love
always
that.
taken. I mean,
It's serious.
I participate where I need to
What if
or
they
want
don't?
to.
What if they don't want you?
And you go
Well,
home.
then I go home. I'm okay with that.
Oh, okay.
But
Do your part.
I got to
yeah.
do the same thing. I got to call in.
Hey, but you get
Friday
paid like
night.
$7 to show up, right?
I've never. I
It's
mean,
not
I've been
about
on
the money.
jury duty before, but I've never received
Man,
a dime
I
and
thought
never
once
wanted
you-
any.
I thought once you hit a certain age that you were exempt from doing it.
Well, once you get to 80, you can claim that, gee, I can't sit still or my bladder.
I can claim that now.
Yeah.
Have you bet
I
me?
don't have-
But you don't have to.
At 54, I can
No.
claim that.
Well, they asked. I had to fill out forms, and they said, "Are you over 70?" I went, "Yeah." So I don't know if I'm going to have to show up.
Yeah.
But
I mean, if it's in
I've got
my-
a call on Thursday night to make sure for next week.
I know California doesn't believe that you live in Oregon most of your, or half, or whatever.
More than half, whatever. Yeah.
Whatever the required
Well,
situation
I
is.
live in a lot of states because we motorhome.
Right. And you would think that
I motorboat. Is that the same thing?
close.
That's is it?
Yes.
Is that
Yeah, motorhoming is, the back door.
okay? Well,
Rusty trombone.
rusty
rusty
trombone.
trombone,
Yes.
different.
Ooh, that's a whole different motorboating.
Yeah, that's band class I never went to. And
Yeah.
wanted
But
to,
no.
but no, nobody would let me.
Good
Or,
on
no,
you,
baby,
Bob,
that's
for
wrong. We went
interrupting
that
your
wrong way.
beautiful vacation.
Mr. Hegdahl, you know.
Using your motorhome, that way you can rush down
Yeah,
and they look
yeah,
at you and
yes.
go, yeah, we don't have jury today.
Well, I think it's.
He's got a house down there. It's not like he's not going to be.
Well, one of the good things about going down is I can fill the truck again and bring shit up.
Yeah.
So I can throw it away.
Can't you throw it away down there?
You know what?
That one.
I took a truckload to the SOS yesterday, $23.
Yeah.
Even though I would take it to the dump that is run by the garbage company that services our area, it could be anywhere from 100 or whatever. I don't understand it, so
It's a private thing. Well,
yeah.
this one.
Well,
Well, so
what's
that's
interesting? It's Republic, which is up here.
Down in the Bay Area.
But I don't.
So-
they run
That Peterson
dump.
guy dropped his wife, pregnant wife, in the Bay. Can't you just do that?
My wife will object.
Well, not drop her in the Bay. I mean,
like that.
So I
the
understand- I
random
understand
suitcases you're trying to get rid of.
I'm trying to understand your reasoning, which I somewhat comprehend what you're doing. I mean,
No,
gotta
you
be
don't.
Down, you got to be down there anyways, but you're bringing your
Shit you want to
Shit.
throw away.
up from California. I mean, you're coming this way anyways, so it's not like you're wasting gas to do it, unless you purposely go down there to do it and then come back here to
Well,
save
what we do is
no money.
It isn't junk. It's stuff that we're not going to need, and I don't want to spend the time sorting down there. So
That's why we call us junk.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, Monday I did a truckload of donations.
Right.
To get rid of it.
Good, good.
Tuesday
That's nice.
I did a truckload of dumping fees.
Yep.
And this morning I did a half a truckload of recycling.
Okay, well that's free.
Yeah. So in the last 3 days, I have gotten rid of 2.5 truckloads worth of shit from my house.
That's
and
great.
that's progress.
It is progress.
From the house down there.
No, up here.
Oh, okay.
We bring. I brought something. I brought a box up that it's a dish pack.
One box.
No. Last time, one
It's
of
a
them.
huge box.
This is a dish pack that we brought with us from Chicago when we were married. It
And
was
what's
in
the
back
dish
of-
pack?
When you move, you have different size boxes.
Okay.
A dish pack is about yay big by yay big.
Oh, it's the size.
If you hire a packer,
And for those that are listening, he's going like this.
it's,
So it's makes
it's probably
What-
about 25 by 25.
Was there
by-
dishes in your dish pack?
This is
Socks
this
and
is
underwear.
Shit we had in Chicago that I brought.
You haven't been
up.
to Chicago for 100 years, probably, huh?
40.
Yeah.
So you could
So
probably
it's-
do
Oh, you're
without
like
it.
my in-laws.
You could probably not even open that box.
Well,
You just throw it
What
away.
I- no,
My
this
in-laws.
this
No,
bo- this
he's
box
not, 'cause
was
he's
in
throwing
the
shit out.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, he's
True.
making progress.
this box was in the side back of a closet that had. We knew it was there, but we never got to it.
But when you opened it, you go, "Oh, that's where I put that."
They were being blocked by the bell bottoms in the
Well,
fucking big
I've
collared shirts in the
got it up.
70s, you know?
Well, I've got it up here. What I want to go through now is go through all of it and see what I need or want.
But
The rest-
Bob, you
the
haven't
rest-
seen it in 40 years. I would do the shitting.
Well,
what is that?
I
Schindler's cat.
I unpacked one of the glasses, and it's a wine glass from Germany that my mother had. So
Okay.
I'm suspecting there's stuff in there.
So
But
my thought-
80% of that is going to go to Gospel Rescue Mission.
Okay.
That's cool. So my question would be: is there a chance that you've got some shit hidden away from years yonder, if that's the way you say it, of that I say a lot of shit, but it doesn't mean it's right.
It doesn't.
Yeah, and you've witnessed
There
a
is-
lot of that.
there is
So,
that.
of that, like the what's that? Those guys that come around the fucking antique roadshow that shows up, and you got this weird fucking jewelry box that was actually even from the 1400s that Hitler owned, and you stole from him because you were five, and you know.
No. My mother was not personal friend of Hitler. She spent her teenage.
Okay, so first
early
off, you don't
20s
know
on
what
it.
she did when you went to sleep.
That is true.
Well,
Or prior to you being born.
Or that.
I trust my mother's memory as a teenager through her early 20s under Mr. H.
Do you have kids?
Yeah.
So could some of that stuff be like sentimental stuff to pass on, or
That's what I got to
memorial-
go through.
Yeah, okay, gotcha.
That's what I want to go
Understand
through.
that?
That makes
take your
sense, yeah.
I understand your process now. You're transferring it up here because this is where you like to spend most of your time, and you can do that in your off hours other than not being down here at the shop,
right.
because you do have obligations here. You know,
You've got chair time. You got chair time. Come
There-
on, required amount of chair time.
Right. So
You know, for VIP status.
I get it now. So you load it up, you go through it, then you can have cheaper dump fees because it is way cheaper to dump here.
Absolutely.
And then,
nothing
I mean,
cheap
that's
about
a side benefit that
I mean, you're coming back home anyways.
I'm not loading everything with garbage that I can dump here, okay? Because I can dump it down there.
Right.
I want to bring the shit back. I got to go. I
and
got to go through.
it. Got it. I thought you were just bringing trash shit up here to throw away here because it was
Got some
cheaper.
paper cups
Well,
and shit like that.
yeah.
Just-
There's a good chance that what I'm bringing up is going to wind up in the dump up here. 'cause
Right.
crap.
But you're coming back this way anyway, so you might as well
Might
take
as well,
advantage
yeah.
of it. Okay. I am following you now. Before I was not following. It's like, why is he bringing up dump shit here?
He's got banana peels and just fucking random
maybe,
shit.
Like,
Just-
like,
yeah.
Well,
like a
I-
Cool Whip container.
I have in my
Hey, that's
life.
Tupperware, my day.
Spaghetti stain.
Spaghetti stains. Yeah.
Speaking of Tupperware, I had one of those big
All
black things.
red. All
Oh, that's
red.
where the fortune.
Well, it's in the dump now.
You threw away Tupperware?
Damn it, Bob.
Yeah,
That could have been funding three guys and sometimes Bob purpose in life.
Tupperware
Well,
is.
I asked my wife, "Can I please dump this?"
Oh.
And she said, "Yes, go right ahead."
But it was Tupperware?
It was Tupperware.
Wow, that was worth a lot of
Well,
money, Bob.
we've had stuff we dumped that might have some value, but the point is,
It's gone.
It's not worth it to go. The
to
hassle.
go through the. I don't need another fucking job to put shit online and track it.
Oh, yeah. No. I'm with you on that.
No, that's
Oh.
why you don't. You just throw it away.
And-
Not
and-
what I'm saying. Unless
you know,
you've got
and-
like a frickin' Barry Manilow album that is
Yeah.
fucking
And
only
I'm
the
not
one off.
speaking for
'cause
you,
they've
but
got
it's
those,
not
I
like
heard.
you
I don't-
need the dollar bill to eat.
No.
Okay.
And
And I actually meant to say Barry Bonds rookie card, but Barry Manilow came out.
If I
My
I was
bad.
singing Mandy.
If I had stuff that I don't need and either want to donate or throw, if somebody wants to take it in order to
Do that.
they can give me 10% of whatever the fuck they make, and they can have
Well, I'm
it.
not going to be
Yeah.
that guy for you.
Solid.
But
I'm also not going to do that work. I'm
Yeah,
not.
yeah.
I don't care. I would throw it away for you for
matter
free.
of
But
fact, I got good news from when I dumped yesterday. I saw a sign that says I take tires. I go, well, how much do you? He said $13.50.
for one tire?
For one tire, 25 for.
Do you have like a stack of tires?
Well, unfortunately,
The motorhome tires?
I have 2 stacks of 4, so I have 8 tires from the truck that
I would leave him at the house and let the
4 is
next
8,
owner enjoy your old tires.
No, it's going to cost me $100 to get rid of the tires, and I'm willing to pay that to get.
Okay, so
get
when
rid of it.
you get new tires, don't they just take the old ones and keep
Well,
them?
my entire life has been, if I have something,
those
there's
tires
got to
are
be
no
a
good, but I
value
want
to it,
them.
and if I can't see it now, it may come later. So I wind up with 8 fucking tires.
So when you go
okay?
to Les Schwab, you're like, give me my old fucking tires?
I've gotten
With the
past
cords-
that. I
with the
haven't
cords
kept the tire
fucking
for
running
years
out?
now,
I mean-
but I still have them from the days of I don't know
Of
what it's
yore,
called.
days of yore, or yonder, or whatever we call that. Is that?
Bob, you're showing them.
Yeah. No, absolutely. No, hey, you know what? You do you. I
think
have
I think
never
Les
had a
Schwab will
tire in
take
my
the
life that
tire
was on
too.
a car.
They do.
Yeah, they
But
will.
for a fee, I don't know if it's cheaper than Les Schwabi,
You just said
or
Schwab.
I mean,
Your
the
guy that's
dump.
taking sounds like a pretty good deal. Just to
what?
get rid of him. The guy that's buying
Yeah.
your used tires.
Well,
the
that's
dump.
SOS. It's
SOS dump.
Oh.
Well, 50 a tire is not bad.
I would put them on Facebook Marketplace and be
Yeah.
like, hey, they got at least 20 miles left on them.
Well, one thing
Free.
because,
Free. Yeah.
because
No, never for free. Make
well,
them
yeah,
for $5.
$5. You got to have a value.
Or
Gotta
put
have a-
them out in front of your house and put a sign that says $5 on them. They'll fucking steal them. If you put them there for free,
They
no
won't.
one will touch them.
Well, want you to deliver
I
'em.
have
Yeah, exactly.
I have 2 Jeep tires
$60 for
that have about 5,000 miles on them.
That's not bad.
Because one time we inadvertently didn't put the Jeep into the right gear, and
You got a
we
little
were
flat
about-
spot, did you?
We flat spotted it in the first half, 2 blocks, and all of a sudden,
Oh, while you're dragging it.
in the first 30 miles.
It's kind of like that. It's kind of
No,
like
no,
that.
we didn't do it.
Kind of
So
like that
what-
dog on vacation, right? And it's just
what we
he
did-
lasted for a few minutes, but now
I
then he got a
didn't-
flat spot.
I did not want to replace 2 tires, so I bought
But
4
off-
tires, kept the 2, and I was going to give.
Are
it
they
to
that big tires?
They're
They the factory ones, factory size.
yeah. I mean, they're still got that much rubber on them.
There's a great story I want to tell about this.
Okay.
But what I was going, I got a place where
That's the
the
beast.
guy that does our stuff up at Bish for the motorhome, he'll take them because he works on cars and stuff. And I said, I'll bring them up the next time. The problem is the motorhome is still up there getting resealed. So the only thing I have is the back of the Jeep to drive up this Thursday to pick it up. And
You can't use a
back of the-
truck. Oh, because you can't tow the truck back.
Yeah, the
Okay.
back of the Jeep is only so big, and we need to take the stuff. So
You know you got a motor home.
But he can't get the motorhome's up
motorhome's
there.
in
Motor's up
Eugene.
there.
Well, how much shit you got to take?
The tires, 4 tires.
the 2 tires, stand
tires.
this tall, taller than this table.
Okay.
The shitty ass table that you got.
And they're industrial sized tires with about that much rubber on them, so
Okay.
they have 5,000 miles on them.
So what are you going to do with them up there?
Give them to the guy.
There's a guy that'll take them up there. So
He's got a guy. He's got a tire guy.
Oh, you're selling them to a guy.
No, I'm
Giving
giving
them
them. If somebody
Instead
wants,
of paying.
and so it just this time around, if we had the motorhome, we could put the shit from the back in
Right,
the
right.
motorhome
Well,
and the tires in the Jeep, and we
You got
would do that.
You got a roof rack?
No, unfortunately, I do not.
Oh, you can still put it on top.
Fuck you.
Okay.
Is it a hard top? Is it a hard top, Jeep?
That sounded like a hard no to me.
Yeah, if there's a fuck you involved, it means
Well,
So,
we're going,
non-negotiable.
Remember, we're going up to Taki Hockey Casino at the end of June. The camping trip with the kids or the
Taki hockey.
Well, I can't remember the damn name.
Yeah.
Where's outside of Seattle?
It's between
Keneda.
Bend, it's
Thank you. It
between
was Keneda.
Bend and
Warm Springs Reservation.
On Keneda.
yeah. And so
Used to have a great
we're
golf
gonna
course
go
there.
up. We're gonna go up 5. I'll put the tires in the back of the Jeep then and drop it off. in
Oh, there you
Eugene.
go. There you go.
So I mean, he'll get them anyway, but.
You're just not going to get them.
I was kind of hoping to get the space out of the,
Right,
cleaning
right.
up the garage. That
Gotcha,
would be lovely to get rid of.
So I have a Jeep story. I think Roy knows already. You might have heard, but so on Friday night, I was at home, and Roy was over there dealing with Mefford things, and along with GM, and I'm like, nope, I'm not going to go over. I'm going to let the GM handle his business to fully support him. And I'm in the house, and Ron had just gotten home, and the boy, Joshua, comes in the house. He goes, "Hey, Dad, I need your help outside." And I go, I mean, he called me and asked me if I was going to be home, and I go, "Yeah, what do you need?" He goes, He goes, well, I need some help, with the bed or something for my grandson. I'm like, okay, I can carry a bed. I don't know what's wrong with this bed, but I'll carry the new one or whatever. So he comes in the house, goes, yeah, I need your help outside. I'm like, okay. So I walk out there, and that Jeep sitting in the driveway, and I'm looking at it going, what the fuck? What? I was like, Jesus, Joshua, what?
I'll be busy this afternoon.
Another project for him. I mean, he's a turn it and burner guy. And I look at it, I go, I said, that's a pretty cool Jeep. I go, I said, what's that, like a 76, 75? He goes, no, it's a 71, 72. And I go, that's like my old Jeep that we lost. He goes, I know, I bought it for you.
Oh my God.
My son bought me, because I lost my 71 in the fire, and he found this one online and paid next to nothing for it.
That's awesome.
And he just, and brought a tear to my eye. It really did, because my whole life has been taking care of people. And I made that comment to the wife. I go, wow, no one's ever bought me anything like that. I mean, and she looked at me and goes, I bought you a fucking Corvette. And I go, that doesn't count.
That's different.
That's different. You're my wife.
You're supposed to do that.
Yeah, you're supposed to do that. That's our contract renewal day was yesterday. But I go, none of the kids have actually, I mean, they bought me stuff, but, nothing sentimental value, because I was bummed when I lost my Jeep. It was 90% done. It was going back on frame. We were doing a frame off on it, motor rebuild, all the shit that I wanted to do to this thing, and it got burned up in our fire. But it was pretty damn cool for him to go, nope, bought it for you, Dad. And now he's been working on it. So, which is cool.
So do you need tires?
Well, he went on Sunday, he drove to Keno and picked up that set of wheels and tires. Because the one that were on there were not that, I mean, they were stock. I mean, they weren't stock. They were
14s.
Had a flat spot.
Yeah, they were 14s probably, 14s or 15s. These are a lot bigger than that.
35s.
And actually, it's a little. We're gonna have to drop down a tire size, because it's just a little too much tire inside the wheel well.
Yeah.
So we'll go down, and it needs. I mean, we bought them for the wheels because it's almost the identical wheels that were on my old Jeep. They're just they're an oblong hole versus the round hole that was on my Wellers. So, but it was cool.
That's real cool.
It is. I had a proud dad moment there.
Yeah.
That after all these years of wanting to choke the shit out of him, but no, he's turning into a fine young man.
Well, remember, that's the gift of grandchildren.
Yes.
That's God's gift for not strangling your kids when you wanted to.
Yeah. Yeah.
When you should have.
Oh, my grandson, he is a handful. He got kicked out of school last week. The grandson. Yeah. Like, not like suspended it from school. I mean, he goes to fucking daycare. But, like, kicked out, don't come back. He got expelled. He's on the spectrum. He's got some spectrum issues, and I just looked at mom and dad and go, you got to deal with this shit. You got to make sure that you are involved 100% in their life and get it, whatever you need to do. That's your main purpose for the next 15 years.
How old is he?
He's 4.
So too young to wrestle a gorilla.
Yeah, too young to wrestle a gorilla.
Not necessarily.
And he's a good boy. He's smart. I mean, he was a preemie. He was like way, way, way preemie, like fit in the palm of my hand preemie. So a lot of times when they're that young, they have developmental issues because they're all the drugs and stuff that they got to give them, and their brains don't. So he's got a few things. He's smart as a whip, but he's got some issues.
What did he get expelled for?
Being rowdy.
Hitting a kid and throwing a chair at him. Those kind of things. I mean, normal like 4-year-old stuff.
Did the kid need it?
That's what we think he did because he was messing with them, and they just don't want to deal with that in the school system, which I understand. I mean, I'm trying to be very middle of the road about it. It's like, yeah, I wouldn't want to deal with that either, but he just needs a little bit more attention than what they can give him.
Yeah.
So now he goes to work with mom.
I got to go see Haley.
Oh, you're before me.
Yeah.
Oh, well, then...
Gentlemen, have a great one. I will catch you all next week.
I'll come... Don't get the bed all weird before I get there.
Oh, sauce it up.
I was thinking about coming all over it.
Jesus.
Wow, don't do that.
Why?
It's just weird.
Give your own happy ending. I'll show you how to do it.
I'll show you how to.
Yeah, I know how I like it. Sick fuck.
Yeah.
Who
are you?
What time's your appointment? 1?
12:30.
Oh, 12. Oh, shit, you're late.
No, I'm not. It's
He'll make it.
12:30.
I know you'll make it. For Roy, he's late because he's always early.
Sounds like he's going to be early anyway.
Yeah, don't get weird in the room before I get there.
How will you know?
I know.
Smell like patchouli oil and
It
Roy.
smells like Roy. Yeah, actually, she'll have it good and cleaned out before my appointment's not till 2, so
It's nice.
I think I'm okay.
Hey, Bob, do you get to go to jury duty in all the counties that you have homes in?
No.
Okay.
Do you feel like you're missing out then?
No.
Wait, you got a massage with Roy right now or something?
No, I gotta go.
No, he is Roy's beside. I mean,
Oh,
they're supposed to time it
gotta
better.
go
But
by.
I got a 1 o'clock with Roy.
Oh, go hang out at the shop?
Go hang on a shelf in the wife's shop.
Oh. You just want to get
hey, did she get elected yet?
the 20th.
Oh, is that? Oh, yeah, I've got ballots. I've got to look at. I've got to
mine
open
are
them.
all complete. I just need to drop them off.
They got those
We
things.
don't have the ballot harvest this year. It's not. You can't, right?
I can't. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. You can't ballot harvest.
Well,
That's smart.
you got to do it at 2 a.m. That's what they used to do.
Well,
In 2016, they
we
did
did it
that.
during the presidential election. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, they did that too on the East Coast.
He was my gunner back.
I was his backup gunner, and people were taking videos of us. But
Oh,
Is that
so
for real?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
So you were what's his name? What's the one that died on Top Gun? I
was Goose.
Goose. You were
I
Goose.
was Goose.
Yeah, you were Goose.
Always a bride, not a bridesmaid.
Well, you know,
Val Kilmer died from
yes,
Yes,
I
he
saw that.
did.
Yeah, I saw that. And then it's moment of silence.
All right, brother.
Okay, we're done.
See you tomorrow.
Paul,
Yeah, see you tomorrow.
Thank
we
you.
have an open mic.
Yeah, come on
shit.
up, Paul.
We're gonna get Paul in here. Wow, Paulie. He's part of It's freaking Paulie the mobster.
You guys made that reference to Paulie, Rocky's.
Rocky's
Yeah,
Rocky's
brother-in-law.
Does anybody actually? Because I can picture his fat face.
Yeah.
and
What's
all
his
that
real
stuff.
name?
I don't know
Yeah.
his real name. That's it's Paulie from
It is Paulie.
Adrian's brother.
Yeah.
I think it was Paul.
Adrian.
Well, we got these handheld computers that are
Yeah, who
bigger
the
than the
fuck was
actual
Paulie?
first.
So while Garen's looking at Paul, why don't you introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about you?
What is this, a fucking job interview?
Yeah, put yourself on the spot. You got to move up to the microphone a little bit if you talk, though.
Well, okay.
Yeah, my name's Paul. We've already
My
established
name's
it.
Paul. We established that.
Yeah.
And I live here in Grants Pass.
You're retired.
Retired law enforcement. Retired carpenter. That's about all I got.
Okay,
And I
well.
like smoking cigars.
And he likes smoking a lot of
Yeah,
cigars. And
cigars.
Paul is one of our wonderful, wonderful, great customers.
Yeah.
I'm still looking. Keep on talking.
Love that.
No. So
Rocky's brother-in-law was Burt Young.
Burt Young. Okay, so look up his IMDb and see if he did more than 5 movies. I mean, whatever.
His
Rocky.
character and all kinds.
The IMDb, whatever that
that
fucking
College
thing.
word?
No, that's no. What do you think? I know college words.
Nope.
I will look up his Wikipedia.
Or that, whatever. But yeah, see how I mean, because he did the,
IMDb
Yeah,
is
yeah,
more
he did
accurate.
the Rockies and he did the
He's done a lot of stuff,
he
and we're
did
going to
the-
look at it.
He did that fucking Back to the Future, not Back to the Future, Back to College.
Those
Back
are
to
just the
school.
big roles.
Yeah.
That
He had a lot
motherfucker's
of
been
fucking.
in Hollywood for
he's
50
been
years.
he's been a pizza delivery guy so many times.
He started doing shit in 1974. Well, Rocky was in like the late 70s. He was in Chinatown, The Gambler, Killer Elite, Convoy, Uncle Joe.
He was in Convoy.
Convoy, yeah. He was,
remember
he was
that
a,
movie.
he was a
Okay.
truck driver.
Was he
1978.
Pigpen?
Oh, he could be. I
think
could
he
see him
was
be
Pigpen.
Pigpen. Yeah.
Once Upon a Time in America, 1984.
What's his last one? Or more recent.
Bottom of the ninth in 2019.
So he's still active.
Yes.
No, I think
Well,
he's,
6 years.
I think he's dead.
I think he's dead.
That was his.
Then he's,
That was
then
his.
he's no longer active.
Yeah,
Yeah,
He's inactive.
He's
He's
inactive.
died.
Yeah,
He
they checked
died-
that status. You
Matter
know.
of fact, he just died in 2023.
Thanks, brother.
Yeah. So,
But-
couple months ago.
He was born Gerald Tomaso DeLuz
Oh,
and
nice,
changed
nice,
his name to Burt Young.
nice
Deluge.
Mexican boy.
Yeah.
What's that? Of the light?
DELO.
yeah.
DeLuz. I don't know. I'm not Italian, so. DeLuise?
DeLuise.
DeLuise?
Oh, it's Dom's brother.
Dom, yeah,
Dom.
cousins. They're
They
cousins.
look alike.
But man, that is some
Actually,
Italian.
I can see them.
That's a Tommaso. Tommaso.
Yeah, it's like Ellis Island Italian.
Yeah.
You know, it's like fucking.
Yeah.
Not you know.
You got to change your name.
He died in Los Angeles at the age of 83.
Young.
He's a pup.
He is a pup.
Couldn't handle the cigars. I mean, come on.
Wow, he started acting in 1969.
How old was he?
83.
No, when he fucking started acting, asshole. Okay, let's do the math. Somebody do the math.
nope.
Nope.
19. His professional career started in 1969.
Oh yeah, you said that.
When was he born?
69
1940.
ish.
So 29.
There you go. Yeah, that's see Bob with the math. He didn't fail Mr. Carlson's algebra.
Nope.
And his wife died in 1974.
Oh yeah, that was a hit. Italian and all.
That was a
Italian
hit.
and all.
That
Well,
was
she
a
got in his
fucking
way.
hit.
Yeah, she was like blocking his
my
ass.
God.
She knew too much.
Fucking
He was born in Queens, New York.
Yeah, see.
Fitting.
That's
Yeah.
exactly. That's what's that one
it
movie?
was-
That one movie, Harlem Nights.
He was in that?
No, but that's
Wow.
the same style. They killed him because
His
he
mother was
he
Joseph.
had one, or
His
killed
mother
her.
was Josephine.
Oh, County.
Yeah, and Michael.
Josephine and Michael. He was married to a Michael.
No,
Oh,
yeah.
Obama.
Yeah, he was. Wow, that's a dude.
Well, yeah. I mean, that's what I was getting at.
And his dad was a high school shop teacher.
Do we still have
Wood or metal?
Just a shop.
I got a buddy of mine that lives in Texas, and he put a post out on Facebook
I don't
that,
think
that
you
he
have
was.
anybody's.
Well, okay, so a guy that
Acquaintance.
a guy that I probably owe money to. I don't know. Yeah. So yeah, I see his Facebook post, but he was actually had a thing where he went out and his son, the high school rocket club, were out there in Texas
Oh,
shooting
yeah.
fucking rockets up that they need FAA approval for. Wow. And I was like, we don't even have wood shop. I mean, you can fucking rocket club out there. I mean, you guys got oil money out there, I guess. You know,
That's crazy.
Do you know
Yeah.
what? Do you know what his name in Rocky was, other than Paulie?
just Polly. That's all.
His
that's,
last name?
No, they don't think he had a last name.
Penino.
Oh yeah, no, they didn't. They didn't put that out there too
Penino.
much.
Yeah,
So then Adrian was Adrian Peneno
Adrian Penino. Yeah,
before she got Adrian Balboa.
Balboa. Right.
Okay, you
Yeah,
see,
he
the
was-
internet is a wonderful thing.
It is a wonderful-
We can find
Wikipedia.
out all the useless facts that I didn't remember.
There's a lot of them.
There is a lot of them.
Yeah, he was in all the Rockies up until 1990. It was like.
So why wouldn't he be? He's part of that's
Well, then it got weird after Rocky 5.
There was a Rocky 6.
Well, then that's when it turned.
That's when
into
they changed the way
Balboa.
he was. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
And then it was
Right.
Apollo Creed's son.
Yeah, which are great movies.
They did two of those.
No, they did like 2 Balboas.
Yeah.
and then they went to Creed.
Oh, that's
and
right.
Then you got
yeah,
Creed
yeah,
1,
yeah.
Creed 2. But by far my favorite. What would they call that? Trilogy? Not a trilogy.
Not
but
even. It's just a fucking
that one-
a franchise.
Yeah.
A franchise.
franchise. Yeah.
Yeah, great franchise of all the Rocky movies.
So here's something I don't share with a lot of folk. I'm
Okay,
going to
well,
right now.
but
Gay
don't-
porn. Oh yeah, no, I've seen that. I've seen that. I've seen that.
You guys just brought this up, and a lot of my friends. I was invited to the White House for some of the work that we had done when I ran the military program for Snap-on Tools, and while I was there, I met Michelle Obama.
Michael.
And people don't realize what a big fucking dude she is. Look at its head, and I'm not a tiny guy. Look, I
So
shook.
is this going to the
This is real.
silverback versus 100 men?
Holy
kind
no
of?
right.
It could be, but look at its hands. When I shook its hand, it was like putting my hand in a fucking baseball
Holy
glove.
Christ, that's a big dude.
Look at the size of my head, and it's a big head. And then look at it.
You've got an amazing head, John. I'll give you that. You've got an amazing head.
You know what? It gives
That's
keeps on giving.
that's a big individual.
But people
I didn't-
don't
Show Paul.
realize
Show
how
Paul.
big.
Paul's got to see that.
Oh, I don't know if he wants to or not.
But it was weird because
What are you 5'11", 10?
5'11", yeah.
5'11".
Two-
That's easy 6'2".
you know what?
Boy,
that
that's
was a big fucking dude, and I'm serious. And I say, being invited to the White House was cool. The office of the
that's
White
size
House.
9 hat. Right.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. That's like Barry Bonds after the roids hat.
So all of that to say, most people don't realize, and that's a reference.
Yeah.
That is a reference of me next to it. And it was just incredible. It was cool to be there, and the office. And I don't know anybody else that's been invited to
I've
the
never
White
been
House.
invited to the White House.
So all of that was cool for what we did. So all the politics aside,
Yeah.
that's a big bitch.
Yeah, that is a big bitch.
Look at that, Bob.
Ain't shit.
Yeah, he's tall.
I met Colin Powell once.
Colin Kaepernick.
Powell.
Different.
Yeah, way different than the. Yeah, I met the true American,
That's a big
Colin
deal.
Powell.
Not the one in Neil's.
He's a big dude.
He is
Yeah.
a huge man. When I was on board the USS Missouri, and during the 50th anniversary of Pearl Harbor, him and Tree came on board. George and
George
that's,
Senior,
And that's
yeah.
when Colin was Secretary of Defense.
Yeah.
And he came on board, and I was manning a room for tea and coffee for whatever dignitaries needed it. And that's where I got my top secret
your challenge coin?
Yeah, my challenge coin. My top secret clearance is because of that.
Yeah.
And I carried that for years. It was
Well, because once you have it, they don't until they reevaluate and what your needs
yeah,
are.
yeah,
It doesn't
so,
go away.
I
but-
mean, when I went back in the reserve,
and that's-
force, they looked at it and go, "What the fuck do you got this?"
and that's
for?"
what
You're
you'll
welcome.
notice with guys like Colin Powell that get to that level. You don't see tiny 5'2" guys that just because of the impression they have, they will never get to that 4-star and all that kind of stuff. It's always freaking 6'5",
Yeah.
fucking strapping young
he was
jets.
Not, he was not in uniform. He was a civilian.
Yeah. But still, but he.
But since we were in the skin of the ship, we don't salute indoors.
Yeah.
The Navy. I shook his hand. That dude's fucking. I got big hands.
Yeah, you got some fucking dick schooners there.
I do.
It's fucking,
They're quite lovely.
yeah.
I shook his hand. I looked at him.
You
I looked down at my
moisturize?
hand, and no,
They're supple.
they're soft. They're
supple.
naturally.
They're-
They're
you know,
naturally soft.
You lubricate, self-lubricate.
His
Yeah.
hand, and I mean, it was. I saw nothing but a stump. He was just his fucking. It was like a catcher's glove.
Like I was just saying with the,
Yeah,
the
with
baseball
with
mitt.
Michael, yeah.
it was
Yeah.
with Michael, yeah.
With Michael, yeah.
Well, speaking of that, I'm sure Bob, you've seen the interview with Michelle Obama,
Just recently.
the one where he says that
As a trans man, I relate to that.
and she literally said, "As a trans man, I understand."
I did not see that. What was it on? I'm gonna pull it up to
She was
see
doing
if it's
the interview
It was on one of
on-
her podcasts, I thought.
Yeah, it was on. It was one of those, and it's like, did you really just say that? And she did. Maybe she got confused. Well, let's hope so. But I mean, her cock is huge.
It's not little.
It's not a little cock.
Well, I mean, come on, it's relative scale, you know.
Well, big dude, big cock.
She dwarfed him.
Right.
Did you feel it press into you?
I thought it was a
she's-
handgun.
Yeah,
Their
exactly.
handgun,
on the
right.
hip.
Yeah,
I
she's
don't-
like,
packing her own.
fucking packing her own. Eh?
So Paul, as is a former police officer.
Here?
No, he was in California. Did you have to do anything with dignitaries? I mean, no one really came to Orville or wherever the hell you were at.
Usually, if there's dignitaries around, this Secret Service is there.
Yeah.
And they usually handle those details. And you kind of stay out of their way.
Right.
Yeah.
Is Orville
But you
on the
didn't have to
backside
do.
of- Is that on
you
the
were
backside
in, you
of-
were in more.
It's
you
down
were,
by Chico.
You were in
It's down
Sacramento,
south, just
not
south of
Orville.
Chico.
That's Beale Air Force
I was
Base.
down in the Bay Area.
In the
Oh.
Bay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, famous people are famous people. They're all the same. Guess what?
They're just humans.
They're just humans with an attitude.
My
I mean,
lady-
Bob's famous. I mean, Christ's sake, he's got a podcast named after him.
Yeah,
Sometimes.
Famous Bob.
he's the only one named on it.
But did you see Bob's new sign on the
yeah,
I saw
that was
it.
last week's. Yeah,
That's fantastic.
wall? Beware of the Bob.
Yeah, short life.
It's my favorite, or what's the, what is it when it's frontwards and backwards? What's that called?
phenome, fucking
An anagram?
anagram.
Nope,
No, not
not
anagram.
that's a
paleontology.
It's a palindrome.
Palindrome. I had the
Palindrome.
P right. I had the P right.
It is a well. That's why they named him Bob, or why Bob took
Well,
it.
did you
He could
know
spell it front
that-
or backwards.
That Otto is spelled inside out.
Otto is inside out.
Okay, so it's he didn't say as a trans man. He said as a black. She said as a black man. So that's
No, unless
well,
there's some really good AI out there.
well. But if she's saying as a black man,
She said as a black. They were talking
Oh, as
about
a black man, not
they were
as a
talking
trans,
about
not
as a black
trans
man.
So let me.
But the trans was the topic that they were discussing.
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
She said as
So-
a black, or he said
a
as
black man.
whatever.
Yeah, Michael said as a.
I mean, just come on out. It's cool.
Nobody cares.
Nobody cares.
Now's when you do it.
Yeah, I mean, she or he or whatever could have came out as the very first trans
First man, lady.
First man.
first man lady. I would be a lady. I don't give a fuck. Call yourself a lady. That's fine.
All eyes are on Michelle Obama today after a very awkward slip of the tongue
Awkward.
during her latest podcast
That's British.
interview.
I wanted to talk, Marlon, a bit about, just so proud of how you are being a role model for dealing with a child that's transgender.
Absolutely.
And that's, that warms my heart, particularly as a black man.
Is that?
Just heard it.
Particularly as a black man.
Share that journey of.
Well, I learned.
Online commentators were in hysterics over the slip. with
No. Can you go back right before she says that?
But that to me sound. She was talking to a guy.
That's what I wanted. I wanted to replay that.
About what good he has been done.
Right.
And so
I just wanted to rehear it.
Eyes are on Michelle Obama today after a very awkward slip of the tongue during her latest podcast interview.
I wanted to talk, Marlon, a bit about, just so proud of how you are being a role model for dealing with a child that's transgender.
Absolutely.
And that's, that warms my heart, particularly as a black man.
So that's him. That's going towards him. That's not a her thing.
Yeah. I mean, but as
She does kind of have a rough voice.
Well,
She touched her and said, "As a black man."
She did that. She did that.
She put her hand to her own
peck.
It's not even a titty; it's a peck.
It is a peck.
Well, she got great tits.
She has great pecs. She has giant hands.
Giant hands. Well,
you know
I'm
what they
sure.
say.
I'm sure Barack looks way small.
He's just skinny. He's tall. Tall enough.
Yeah, he's skinny as fuck. I mean, he's like a basketball player. He's a fucking
without the HIV.
Without the
yeah,
or maybe I don't know.
Well, I mean,
you get
But
skinny.
I guess Michelle said he doesn't get to play basketball anymore because he keeps on hurting himself. Well, dude's, I don't know, what has he got to be?
He's got to be
70?
70s. Yeah.
who's that? Magic?
No, Husan.
Oh,
Brock.
Barry Sotero.
he's not 70, is he?
He's got.
He's got to be close to 70.
Because he was only 40s in his
No, he was
That was
in
the
his
40th.
He was in his
or the 40.
45th. No,
44th.
44th. Yeah, 44th.
43rd
I thought he was young. I mean,
He was 44.
I don't think he's.
You got the
70,
Google
though.
machine?
Oh, I'm looking.
Bob.
Oh, you don't want to
I
interrupt
just got
that.
another message there.
He might be like in his late 60s.
Yeah, I was not
You're out?
Googling
Because he was,
Obama.
he was probably 50 something when he was president. So in 8 years, so that put him in the 60s.
Because he was one of the
But
youngest
he's been out
presidents
for
when he
like-
got elected. He's been out for
8.
12 years, almost
08 's
12.
when he
Well,
got
eight,
elected.
yeah, because he,
That's 17 years ago, gentlemen.
yeah, well, fucking Mr. Carlson's math class right there.
Bob Bet said it. So think about that for a second. That's 2 fucking decades since he was elected.
Yeah, I was 12.
No, it was in 2009, boys.
I have a wiener of a 12-year-old. What?
Dude, it was active as fuck when I was 12. I mean, like, I wish I had that shit back.
Nobody else.
I was the same size. I don't care. But whatever. It was so much more usable back
Everything
then.
around you was smaller then. So it's
Well, it's a thing. Yeah.
63.
63. Okay.
Okay, so
okay.
that's we're almost there. I mean, he's less than a decade away from
In
it.
2 more years, he can collect Social Security.
No, he can do it now.
If he holds off, he'll get more.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, but no, as a citizen of Kenya, he could actually just collect now.
he could.
Yeah.
He could.
To declare shit. So,
Oh, so many wonderful stories.
what am I hearing?
What are you
Still
doing
playing
over
that?
there?
So
Is that Benny?
there's a different place. What the fuck are you gonna get
Yeah,
to this
I don't
point?
know what
That
you're
was
gonna
that
say.
was. Why do we get fast?
Are you looking for some little clip?
I don't. No, it just. Oh yeah, that was.
Jesus.
Yeah. Oh yeah, she did that. That was during the inauguration stuff.
That's what it was?
Yeah, she went into this really weird makeup and hair thing.
Here's what she said. So it's going to be the same thing. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah,
so
I mean, you can
it's
twist that.
subjective.
It is
It's-
very subjective, other than doing this. But hey, I don't personally. I can give a fuck
Who cares?
less.
I don't give a shit.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah. Honestly, I mean, she pressed her shit into you, so you've got a connection.
more importantly, that Obama liked dudes.
Well, that's the thing.
No, but why? We don't judge. We don't
And
care.
we don't judge.
And apparently, a dude that's fucking more hung than him, right?
I'm sure they're probably playing tummy sticks right now.
They're probably, yeah. There's probably some fucking
Sword fighting going on?
kidney tickles going on right there.
Michelle's dick smells like shit.
But does it taste like it?
I don't know.
There's the rusty trombone.
Yeah. Well, no, that's the other side. That's the other side. Yeah.
What?
Sorry, guys.
He's like that. He's like that fucker from
he's
Police
over here
Academy. He can do all the fucking sound effects. Well, that's the only one he can do, but he's good at it. So, yeah. I mean, you
I
want
got
a
nothing.
trombone sound, then
I got
fucking call
nothing.
Ruck. I mean, yeah.
It was a little rusty.
He's over
Well,
there
it was a bit rusty, so yeah, I understand.
shifting gears. Okay,
Shitting gears?
sifting.
Oh, sifting, like flour. Sifting,
Yeah,
sifting.
shifting, yeah.
Shifting. Okay, I didn't hear the hard H.
Bob, do your kids live here so they get rummage through your 40-year-old?
The ones you know about. The ones you know about.
Yeah, no, they're up in Tacoma.
Okay.
They're neighbors of my son in Olympia.
University place.
Yeah, it's on the same
Yeah,
highway.
it's
close.
It's the same bypass or whatever. So,
It's the
log
same
trucks.
fucking parking lot.
How's the log trucks doing?
He's hauling wood.
That's
It's,
well.
I mean,
take that
that's
for
a
what it
joke.
is.
There's a
Yeah.
joke in there.
He drives the truck up there at 5 o'clock in the morning, and he puts wood on, and he hauls it to the mill, and he goes back and gets more.
So what you're saying is he goes up the mountain, he receives wood, and then comes down the mountain, and then goes back and does it again.
Right, and drops off wood.
Well, then gives wood,
Gives
and
wood.
then comes back, gets
And
more wood,
get more wood.
and then okay,
Now, on a good day, he could do that 3 times.
nice. I can't do that anymore.
Yeah.
I'm not. I'm well past my 3 times a day
tell
thing.
me. Last night I was talking to him, and he goes, "Yeah, I got a fucking ticket." And I go, "Okay." I go, "What kind of ticket you get, bud?" He goes, "I got a scale ticket." And I go,
Oh, that
"Okay."
doesn't count.
It does. It's not as a moving violation.
Well, because it's not going to affect your license or your
So
CDL
I go,
shit, you know.
I go, what did your bunk scale say? He goes, I was right at it. He goes, he carries 500 pounds. He got busted at the scale for 1,100 pounds, less than a half a ton. In wood, it's nothing. It is absolutely nothing.
Absolutely.
And he goes, yeah. Funny thing about it, when I pull over when he goes to the mill, because we haul on basic tonnage, and the mill he was under the scale that he pulled into, he was over. I go, well, someone's getting a fucking here, and it's us. And he goes, yeah, but what can you do? I go, can you
Get the
fight
scale
that?
fixed.
Well, the thing is, they're not registered.
The mill scales are probably not.
So the mill just
They're
gives you
not
an idea.
required to-
They're not registered scales.
Okay.
So it's a ballpark kind of just
scale-
get you a paw, you know.
The scales at the
Close.
jump houses,
Yeah.
at the scale houses, are not registered scales. That they don't have, and I'm like, this sounds like a bullshit fight to me. And he goes,
Well,
How much was the fine?
$150.
Oh, then fuck it.
can
yeah.
he take the low scale
That's what I was.
divide by
to the
2?
court with the big scale and
Yeah.
say, "Excuse me, I
Yeah,
didn't."
and the thing is, they'll look at it and go, they're both unregistered scales, so, which is a great argument.
But
in a
how
court
can
of
you
law.
find somebody on an unregistered scale?
That's what I'm trying to.
That
figure
would be
out.
my thing,
because
is
there's
like-
only 2 registered scales in Southern Oregon. One's over in Talent, and one is in
Yeah,
Canyon,
I would totally fight
and the
that
other
just
one's
on a
in
precedence.
Canyonville.
Just on a precedence. I
Yeah,
would
right
fight
there on
that.
I-5 is right when you come across I-5. There's that it's in Talent, I guess.
Yeah.
Phoenix Talent. That is an actual port of entry, and then they have the big one up there in Canyonville, right on the other side of Canyonville. Those are the only 2 registered scales there are.
Yeah, if
When
there's
you-
no
when you
calibration
roll
standards.
across those are real.
Yeah.
So how about this? How about if you know your goddamn load is 500 off at the uncalibrated or the unregistered, then don't load me up another freaking Sequoia.
Well, the thing is that
That's an
you're
extra
looking at total,
$4,000.
you're
I'm just
looking at
saying.
total gross weight. So he probably had 300 to 400 pounds of mud from being in the mountains on there.
Sure.
Oh yeah,
So,
yeah.
I
Which
mean-
is going to be slopped down the road as he drives anyway.
Right,
so.
right. So I mean, it's going to be mud, and the
That'll,
shit.
that'll
It's like 1,100 pounds. I'm like, really? They got you for 1,100 pounds?
But $150, that's not even worth fighting. Just pay
No,
and go.
that's what he said. It doesn't go against our insurance.
But other than
My
precedent, would that, to me, I'm all about principle, and I will.
It is a principle.
And
I
I
agree.
will show up,
No, you're
pretend like
not.
I'm him.
No, you're not.
No, I am. I
you
am
are.
when it suits me.
All of a
when it
sudden
suits
you-
me.
oh,
When it suits me. When it suits me. Absolutely, I'm all about principle.
I mean,
Bob.
the fines are very low, and it happens all the times with these guys, especially log truck drivers. You got these bunk scales, you got air scales, you got bunk scales. They'll tell you. You look at it when they put the wood on there, going, okay, that's enough wood, because
I've heard that so many times in my life.
I never have.
you
Well,
lie.
it was prison. It was that Tijuana prison thing. You know, but
Tijuana
whatever.
prison.
Yeah.
Oh, so much wood.
So, but even what you just said, the reality is, if it was pouring rain and now all those freaking dry timbers,
Absolutely,
now
yes.
that exponentially weighs.
Yeah,
more.
most of it's cut all down green, but you're adding. I mean,
But it's still.
you got a truckload of wood on there. That's a lot of weight, and 1,100 pounds.
It's not gonna make a difference,
It
yeah.
could be one log, and if this scale says, and they all run about 500 pounds over, anyways. That's just the rule.
The scales do or the trucks do?
The trucks always
Okay,
run
you
a little
can't.
bit over.
If you're going to go to the court, you don't lead with that.
No, you don't say, I'm always over.
I'm always
Everybody
over. Yeah.
does it.
You'd be
So-
like, our scale said it was great. Your unregistered scale say it was fucked.
Yes. And that's what I wanted to do. The
So,
fine with he goes down
yeah.
to $150. It doesn't go against us. It's just $150.
But can we
It's-
change the system? That's what I'm all about. Let's get our signs. Let's go by the
But
courthouse.
then you're really fucked. So
'Cause then you're a
everybody-
target. Then
I
you're a
don't want
target.
people
Yeah.
looking at my stuff.
I mean,
You don't want people looking at that.
No, so you just pay the $150 and you move along and you go to the mill and you drop off. and
okay. So
hopefully-
what happens if you don't pay the fine?
Well, they'll red flag you.
You want to pay the fine.
Yeah, you pay the fine.
$100 is $100. That's
150.
well, okay.
Yeah, you still
mean,
you still pay the fine
that's a-
because then,
that's
then you
a-
get reg tagged on.
that's
your,
an hour
your
of drinking for me.
license
Come
and
on.
all the
Just
shit.
have dipshits adjust their scale that are the unregistered up
You would-
100 pounds.
Yeah, exactly.
so.
Maybe
50.
split the difference.
Go heavy, and then you're light on.
Well,
the other
and
end.
so
Huh?
the one you get ticketed on, do they not have like a fluff factor?
No.
no, it's
It's
Yeah,
fucking,
because-
even though they're not caliber. I mean,
Because what you do is you're supposed to pull forward onto the scale with just a tractor. They take the weight of the tractor.
and then on your way out,
Then you pull onto the
trailer,
on
okay.
there.
Axle.
And then you deduct. There's a
The
mathematical
tearaway.
thing, and then hopefully that you're not over. It's a hopefully thing, and he doesn't go through scales very often. So
he can't just buy.
So
you
actually,
can bypass that scale. You just got to go a different route. But you add another. You're going to burn up $150 worth of fuel.
okay,
time,
so
time
it's
is money on that.
6
Yeah.
of one, 12 dozen of the other.
Exactly.
Yeah,
So you really don't, if you would like this to be accurate and they certify those two scales,
It's going to cost
that's
you.
actually
yeah.
worse.
It's
Yeah.
worse. Yeah,
So-
you don't want them to be that
Yeah,
accurate.
so you pay the fine and you move on, and hopefully they're not open the next time that you go there. Or you go, okay, well, I had this many logs on there. They're all the same diameter. I had X amount of board feet on here because it gets smart. He it's like Logger Dan. He can look at a patch of timber and go,
He knows what he's
well,
got, yeah.
That's 10,000 board feet, and that's going to be, 36 truckloads. Josh is getting to that point where you can look at it, look at the load, and goes, okay, okay, one more. And then look at his bunk scales and go, okay, I'm good.
Yeah,
I might be a little bit over, but I'm good.
yeah.
So it's gambling every day.
Again, 6 1, 12 dozen of the other. So
Right.
So speaking of handling wood,
Whoa.
Roy's almost under the sheets getting his massage right now.
Oh, okay. Well,
Thanks for bringing that up. You are such
go
a
Roy.
good-
You go. And what's the lady's name again? At
That's Haley.
Haley. Yeah,
What did Paul say?
On his table.
On my table.
Yeah.
Jesus.
You got to lay in it.
he's out there at the G spot.
No. He's not at the G spot.
So, did you bring your table down to?
No.
Is it
Haley-
not like hot racking though?
I mean, that's
It is
kind
not like hot
Is
racking.
it not the same?
that's kind of the
maybe.
same,
But
actually.
the great thing about it, my
Motorboat,
appointment's
son of
not
a
till
bitch.
2 o'clock. Roy will be over by at least 1:30.
Oh, he's
So-
quicker. He's quick. Is what you're saying? He'd be done. He'll
Wait a minute, he
finish.
said his appointment was at 1, didn't he?
No, 12:30.
Oh, 12. Okay.
Yeah,
So
he's-
Yeah, so he's mid fucking splooge right now. He's fucking
Julie oil.
He's still.
mint julep right now. He's fucking.
Oh, you guys go ahead. I got the general manager calling me. So
Oh.
Oh,
that's always
shit.
fun when he calls.
Okay, so anyways, yeah. So here we are. Let's see what happened on this day in history. That's what we do.
Good to see you, Bob.
It's good to be seen.
Yeah, exactly.
The
As opposed to the
alternative is not that
alternative.
much fun, yeah.
The alternative sucks. Shit, I got stuff to do.
Yeah, it's better to push the grass down than push it up. I think. I don't know, depending on the reference, but
Sure.
so according to History Channel, the U.S. Congress declares war on Mexico.
Wait, what?
No, this is not now. This is a day in history.
Oh.
Okay, 1568, the Mary Queen of Scots was defeated. Yeah, because you were Mary Queen. Edith Wharton writes the war's effect on France. What was gay shit? Get in the United States. Socialist Party nominates
Bernie Sanders.
Convict 2253 for president in 1920. Yeah, I don't know what Churchill. Oh, Churchill Downs. Winston Churchill. Churchill Downs is that horse thing, right?
It is.
Yeah, Winston Churchill's the other.
You just talked about the mint julep.
Yeah. Well, hey, it's a thing. So,
Did you guys watch that race?
no.
It was. I watched it because
Travis,
Trav
yeah.
had his horse in there, and to be amongst all of this amazing freaking that equine world is just something I don't understand. Period. And
It's
when
a-
his horse was actually leading, coming
Yeah.
into the final fucking turn,
Yeah.
we were down at the Growler guys just tearing it
fucking-
up with a whole bunch of like-minded retards,
Fucking
and the whole place
lizard
was-
brain people, yeah.
Yeah, like oh my god, yeah, like a bunch of sleeve stacks.
Yeah.
You know? We're like, what the world? And everybody's going crazy. And for that horse to be at
In that level.
was just incredible.
Well, and that's
it was cool.
From what I understand, is that was the whole point of that was to put them on the map as a program.
Well, the whole point is to win the race.
Well, I
mean,
get
that's
that,
the-
but also get recognition
Is
for
stable.
your breeding and your stable program.
Yeah,
Is what I read on Facebook, so it must be true.
it must be true.
Yeah,
It was just incredible energy.
I think it's mostly money.
Well, it's always money. And money is always the end result.
Follow the dollars. Yeah,
And money is always the end result. But to get to that money and to be a viable person in that because I don't know, you can do horse racing here at Josephine County, or you can do the Kentucky Derby. Those are not the same people, I would assume.
they're different.
They're different. They got fucking mint juleps. We don't have mint juleps in Josephine County. We got Bud Light and fucking hams.
You do.
So
You run both those cans.
yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, but they can put some mint in there. But it's a I guess a stepping stone or a recognition fact or whatever the case may be of you have arrived. You are now Kentucky Derby level. You've conquered the coffee world. Now you're fucking horses, not fucking horses, but
Well,
you've got
you would if
horses
you're
that are
breeding, yeah.
Yeah, well, you've got horses that are fucking horses and creating horses that can be at that level.
It was so incredible.
Yeah,
I mean,
I did not watch it at all because I don't understand. Other than I appreciate the fact that you can. And I equate it to like the Super Bowl, to where other than it's a very short Super Bowl, but you also dedicate the full day of drinking and partying for a 2-minute race.
it's insane. Yeah.
But Super Bowl is longer, but they got commercials that are fun, so that's why we watch it. So
All the Kentucky Derby had was that fat dude playing that. That guy. That's
was it a
all they
fat
had.
guy? I didn't watch it.
Yeah,
so I
he was
don't know.
playing his horn.
Yeah, well, of course he was, because he's flexible like that. Hey, in 1981, Pope John Paul II was shot. We talked about that last week. And that's, what the fuck? This is a shitty one. So, Bob, what's your take on the new pope? You are the resident expert on all things cataclysm or
Cataclysm.
cemetery or
No,
whatever you call it.
I like the new pope, and what's interesting is Leo the 13th, a couple hundred years ago, was a pope that was progressive and tried to bring.
Modern time stuff.
Yeah, I mean the thing is, the church can't say we got to be the way we were 4 hours after Jesus died. Okay, and that's been the strict. Other religions are also in this sort of we're never going to change. Society has changed.
Yeah.
The human race has changed. And so even Leo the 13th was aware of that and tried to do what he can. So I like his naming, but also what he has done in his life so far has been very good. And I anticipate that he will continue.
To have positive changes throughout.
Yeah,
Because
I mean,
realistically, the Vatican has such an impact across the world, whether you're Catholic or not, the influence.
Yeah, and he doesn't agree with everything that like Francis, which is I'm glad that he has some different opinions.
He's got his own mind.
Yeah, and I think he'll be fine. And as a Bear fan, I mean, we're just thrilled to death.
Of course.
That's funny.
No, I had a friend of mine, and a guy I'm about to do some work
You
for.
don't have friends?
No, but a guy's going to
Acquaintance?
create a bunch of money for me that I'm providing services for. So
That's
I
a
say
friend.
that as a yeah,
That's a buddy.
But yeah, he's like, hey, my birthday's in December. Let's go. There's a football game at Soldier Field. And I was like, okay, I'm in. And then I realized it's an open, it's not a freaking closed dome. And then the other guys that were on the text were like, that's super cold to go fucking watch the Bears lose. So we may not go.
And they were probably going to play the fucking Green Bay Packers.
Probably. You know what? I went to the Duck game in Detroit, right? Against Michigan back in.
They don't play the
October.
Packers.
No, they don't. But the Packers were playing that same week, so we flew in, and I don't remember, because there was maybe a lot of debauchery involved, and I don't remember things. I might talk about midget porn on the plane with the people behind me in first class, but anyways, so. We were going to try and line it up to where we could go. The Packers were playing, and it's right across the frickin' water there. Yeah, and do both. We did the Duck game. Then we had a few days because we were at a casino in Ontario, Canada, because it was there. But then we couldn't line up the flights and all that kind of shit because we didn't really want to hang out in Detroit for another day or whatever. It was just actually there was not a home game for Packers at that time. So anyway. Don't know why I brought that up, but I'm glad I did because you guys know my life history now. So,
well, speaking of Soldiers Field, I saw something yesterday that because the Bears have been talking about moving up to Arlington, which
Virginia?
No, Arlington,
Texas,
Chicago.
Oh, there's many Arlingtons.
It's a suburb.
It's still cold there.
North, right?
How far away from where their stadium is? Like 12 miles or something like that?
No, it's
about 20.
It's a northwestern suburb. But I saw something yesterday where they're planning a $4.5 billion new stadium next to or on a different site of Soldiers Field, keeping Soldiers Field for historical purposes.
That's cool.
And
Concerts and whatnot.
and
Diddy can play there when he gets out.
A domed stadium where the Bears are going to contribute. They're paying like over $2 billion towards that, and so I think maybe the Bears do bring money into the city.
Oh, absolutely it does.
And so them going to Arlington would not work well. So I can see the city saying, yeah, we.
But
get together.
How long? Okay, so the Bears. Okay, first off, did the Bears have $2 billion just laying around to throw into a thing, or are they going to get?
Apparently, yes, they do.
but then, how much does it cost to do a stadium, and how much is the city going to have to pay, and how many years will it take them to recoup?
Well, I'm
that?
assuming that if I was the city and I was going to put money into it, that I would expect like a 60 to 100-year lease.
Solid.
Yeah.
So that they don't decide 3 weeks later that, we changed our mind. It'll have a domed stadium, so that'll be good. Soldiers Field, I went to Soldiers Field when I was in the Boys Club, and God, I forgot who the famous harmonica player was.
There has been a famous. I didn't know there was one.
Oh,
back in the '60s, yes, there was. Maybe the name.
Was he a bluegrass kind of a guy?
No. Herman
the harmonica.
I don't.
Herman and the Hermits?
I will try to look that up.
Yeah.
But
I'm
I'm gonna fucking Google it right because I'm just
That's
curious.
not on Google. That's on microfiche.
That's on
not
microfiche. Yeah.
That hasn't been updated. To
all the boys clubs in Chicago got harmonicas, and we practiced.
That went hand in hand with the Catholic Church thing.
And so in the Soldiers Field with 70,000 people, we were all on the field.
And you did a harmonica thing?
Yeah, and it was like, I don't know, 40,000 kids.
How awesome
or
is that?
Thousands
Okay,
of
so what
kids.
year was that?
It had to be in the 60s.
Okay, so I Googled famous harmonica players, and there's actually 40, almost 51 of them.
They're
that showed up.
Chicago.
So I'm like, so there's Little Walter, Sonny Boy Williams II.
No.
Okay, he was dead. Oh, James Cotton.
There's
Junior
the guy
Wells.
here in Josephine County that has like that polio arm that plays a good harmonica. I don't know his name. Probably different.
Why
than
are
what
you
had.
looking at me?
Well, you're the one that books all the Boatnik talent.
We did not.
He's got Queen's right. Next year is going to be the harmonica guy. That's
He's incredible.
with a pulley arm.
But the whole idea of 40,000 kids out there just playing in this amazing stadium would have been
learned
Okay,
about
so here-
4 or
so
5
here-
songs, and then we played.
So
I
here,
love it.
according to
That's
the
cool.
Google AI overview, several famous harmonica players are associated with Chicago blues, a genre that heavily features the instrument. Key features include Little Walter, Paul Butterfield, Junior Wells, Sonny Boy Williamson II, Charlie Musselwhite, Big Walter Horton, and
Oh, it
Billy
had to be
Grant
Big
and
Walter.
James Cotton.
He was not from Chicago.
He just played at
He
that.
played out there. Okay, I can't help you then.
But think about that. This guy's playing on the field, and then all these kids are in the goddamn stadium playing their freaking
I'm
song
sure
with
you
it.
guys were all in tune.
How bitchin'
too.
would that be?
That would be cool. Actually, I got a friend in Hawaii that
You don't have any friends?
no, I don't. He was he owed me money, but he played harmonica, and he came to my son's birthday. So in Hawaii, if I haven't told the story 27 times before, for a child to make it their first birthday is a huge event, because back in the day when they were all inbred, they didn't make it that long. So
So you're celebrating. You made it to your first birthday. You're good for now.
yeah, no,
You
and
can-
that
you
was
can live. You
because
get
it
to
was
live.
like you can just survive. We'll
normal
give you
kid.
more food again.
You can get kicked out
Here's
of
some more-
So-
you can
here's
get
more
kicked out of
poi.
the preschool.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So
No, that's my credit.
So, but it's always a big giant party for their first. They have a big baby luau for their first
Sounds
birthday.
like-
I don't think
sounds
they
like
need
an
a-
excuse
they
for
don't
the
need a
adults.
reason to party.
Well, no, it's for the parents. It's for the parents.
Yeah.
So I had we planned for 400 some odd people.
Holy Christ!
My wife's aunt had great property right on Waimanalo Beach that we put a 1,200 square foot circus tent up, basically.
Bigger than
stage.
my house.
And I had 5 or 6 kegs of beer, full bar. We had live music. I mean, when you've got a family that size that is all inbred, there's somebody that does something.
So I've been to Stratton Creek and Quartz Creek with 5 kegs. I don't
Yeah.
know that's something.
Well, no, because everybody also brings their own cooler.
gotcha, my
yeah,
bad.
so you've got because I'm doing because in
They
Hawaii
bring their
it's,
own
it's
Kahlua.
cooler.
Oh.
Yeah, generally if you show up to a party, you bring your own cooler because you don't know what they're gonna have.
Right,
So you
right.
always bring your own shit. But and then we had a full buffet of Hawaiian food, all that kind of shit.
Did you do a pig?
Yeah.
Oh,
Well, it was pork butts, but that's a party the 2 days before the freaking overnight thing. That's a fucking blast. That's the best thing ever because you guys are you put the fucking dead animals in the ground,
Right.
and then you just drink because you just got to watch the fucking steam,
You just watch
You know,
this.
apparently- banana leaf, everything. But apparently you're not allowed to go sleep, and it's good luck to watch it the whole time. I'm like, I'll fucking drink all night. I don't give a shit.
And pass out. Is passing out okay?
You?
Yeah, no, that was before. That was before my 7 o'clock bedtime. I would stay up because I used to work nights. I would do 4 p.m., 4 a.m. So yeah, I was golden with that.
Oh shit.
So I don't know where we're going with this, but
There's no telling.
yeah.
Harmonica.
Oh,
player.
harmonica. So a guy I worked with at the submarine place. He was I'm a white guy. He was a white guy because that's Hawaiians don't play harmonica.
Ukulele.
Yeah, but yeah, it's not with their mouth. They would probably beat you up in high school if you're from Hawaii if you played a harmonica.
Okay.
But he came out there with the fucking band, and he was like, and he just rolled in with them and just fucking killed it. It was so cool, and it was Hawaiian music and stuff like that. But he just sat there. He listened to a few songs, and he got into the rhythm and he'd lived there for a while, so it was not new to him. But then he just jumped up with his fucking harmonica and just
went to town.
Went to town. Well, if that's what you
Trying
do
to
with a
think of
harmonica.
a
I don't
famous
know.
rock and roll harmonica player, which would
With the electric harmonica?
Bob Seger.
Did he?
And Bob Dylan, too, yeah.
Oh, Dylan.
Was
yeah,
that
Dylan.
before or after the Silver Bullet band?
It was during the Silver Bullet band.
During the Silver Bullet. So Silver Bullet
Yeah,
back in the
there
day
was a song that had
was
a
a thing,
big
right?
harmonica
That
riff
an
in it.
anal thing.
Billy Joel as well.
He was a Silver Bullet.
No, he was.
Oh,
He was
silver
a
harmonica.
Yeah, most of them played.
He was gay, right?
Billy Joel? No.
I think
No,
that's
that's,
the other Elton.
No,
El-
Sir Elton. Sir Elton. Sir
Oh,
Elton.
yeah, he was way gay.
He's way gay. He said
Yeah.
he's not just a little bit.
He was like way
He's not a
gay.
little bit
Yeah,
gay.
whatever gay is, his capital.
kind of like Freddie Mercury was way gay.
So, can we actually go back to Bob's piece? Because I'm enamored by that whole story. I think that's
He wants to talk
absolutely
more about
bitchin'.
Bob's harmonica playing.
I just think it's bitching. whole bunch.
No,
of
exactly
kids
on Soldier Field.
with the influence and that atmosphere. And
Are you fighting? Are you fighting, Bob? I feel
Especially
you're
at that
looking it
time
up.
thing.
I'm trying.
There's probably not a YouTube video. on it.
Does it show Bob playing?
He's fighting back the tears.
It's Soldier Field.
He's like memories.
Is that not bitching? Am I the only one that thinks that's cool?
No, it's cool. It's cool with that many kids playing the harmonica. I just
In
curious
tune or
what it
not, I
sounded
don't
like.
give a shit. Yeah, it's not about at that point. It's not about the synchronicity of them all being in tune and on freaking.
Yeah, because you're not
tempo
gonna
and all
get
that.
it.
You're not
You're not
getting
gonna
that.
get it.
Because we've all been to stadiums when these guys over here in the freaking end zone are cheering, defense, and then by the time it gets over to where you are, everybody's
It's like
it's got some.
It's
noise.
like some other word that you don't even know. Like rockabilly.
Yeah, it sounds like depends at that time.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, isn't that funny?
What are you smoking there, Paul? You went in and grabbed one. A Padron. I thought that's a Padron 3000.
I think he said 4.
It looks like a Monte Cristo label. What is that?
Kind of. It's a Padron. It's
Interesting.
a good stick.
Yeah, it is.
For what they are, they're a good stick.
Good stick.
So, any luck over there, Bob? Yeah,
I'm getting lots of harmonica players at Soldier Field,
but not Bob.
but not my guy.
Maybe if you just typed in the year,
I tried
oh, you did that.
I tried the 60s. So I'm.
It's too bad we don't have like a 12-year-old here to show us how to look that up because they'd be on it like a rat on a Cheeto.
Yeah, just ask the Lugal what the go for. Yeah, come on out this way. He is okay to golf tonight. Fuck yeah, he is. The question is Michael going to be okay to golf tonight?
Michael's gonna be loose.
Yeah.
Well, there will be nap. So set your alarm. That way, I'm not at 10 minutes to 5:30, which would be 5:20.
Why is it that you're so inconsistent with being on fucking time? Seriously, I don't get it.
no place
You
to
have
be at any
nothing.
given
There's
time.
nothing more fucking important. I'm sorry. You told me yesterday that you don't remember. 10:30 is when your shit started. I was here at 10:15. Got my sticks. Got ready. I sat down, and fucking crickets. Mike Blair crickets.
Then you
Why?
called me.
But the week before, he was here at 9:45.
Yeah.
For a 9 o'clock?
No, for a 10. For a 10 o'clock.
Okay,
It all depends where he stops first.
But nobody's
If he
that
goes
fucking
if he
busy.
goes from house to cave, then he's on time. If he goes from house to Blanca,
What time is Blanc
it's-
open?
6:30. I was not there at
They
6:30.
open that early? Because
Yeah.
old boy had said he saw you over there getting a triple.
Oh yeah, no, yeah. Wilkins
get
was there.
tuned?
He showed up to get his drinks.
He was
and-
getting tuned up as well.
Yeah,
right?
no, he was there having a drink too. Well, he
So-
took it to go drink and some
let me
tacos
ask-
or some
Let me
shit.
ask this differently. How is your schedule more important than everybody else's?
Because it's me.
It's just disrespectful.
No, it is absolutely. I agree. I'm not going to argue that.
yeah, he will never give
I
you
will
a
never
good
argue that.
argument.
I'm
No.
also going to be an asshole and just be me and just. I will text you, and be like, "I'll be on my way," and then I'll stop.
And the follow up with Rock here, he's looking for an argument.
There's no argument. I'm not baiting.
He's
you-
looking for clarification.
Yes, you are like, yeah, it's fucking me.
Yeah, and realistically, that's
now-
That's
now-
solid.
that's part of the love. That's
Hey,
part
Paul.
of the love.
Hey, Paul.
It's like you got the weird retarded kid who just does what he wants to do. I'm that guy.
You are that guy.
Yeah, and we
So-
can say retarded again apparently. So that's all.
Oh, is that
yeah.
good?
And he's strong too, just so you
Yeah,
know. I mean,
yeah.
don't let him fool you.
Yeah.
He has retard.
I got
Like a
retard
gorilla.
shit. Yeah.
One-on-one with a gorilla is what this silverback.
I could beat off 100
Are
men.
you
I mean,
are you the silverback?
I'm getting silver more every
Yeah.
day. So yeah.
So-
Aren't we all?
I got you beat.
Well, you don't have as much hair as me.
I
That's
don't-
true.
And I need to get this trimmed down too, so I'm not hating on any of that. Paul, if somebody says, "Hey, you know what? I'm going to be there at 9:30." Do you have an expectation that 9:30?
Yes.
You would be there. What? Say it
I
again.
would be there at 9 o'clock.
But
Okay.
But see, you gotta judge. It's like when Michael says he's gonna be there at 10 o'clock. I know it's 10:15.
Past precedents. Past
here's-
precedents.
But
Yeah.
no. So I'm going to say it's kind of like giving Joe Biden a fucking pass for being a fucking retard. I mean, I'm just saying. Is it nobody holds the bitch ass accountable, and you guys don't hold this fucktard accountable?
Well,
I'm just saying.
because you know what you get. Because
You do
there's
know what you get either way. It's just-
there's an explanation of expectations with Michael.
Absolutely.
I've known this for almost 15 years.
Yeah.
You've known it for
And
like
we've
45.
Yeah.
It's just like it's like you know what, your time, G, is not as important as mine. That's the way I look at it.
Yeah.
And maybe I just should peel back that onion and be like, you know what, it's cool, and thank you for the drinks. You know, keep the drinks coming. I'm good. I'm good.
See, I'm all about the fun. whenever I show up.
And you are fun. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
Now on that thing is like when we tee off at 5:30, I expect him to be there.
But why? Because it's just Mike.
Well,
Can he join you to the third
because
hole?
there's a time frame it has to happen.
I'm sorry. Hold on.
It's a time frame that
Now your
has to happen.
hypocrisy.
This is more fuzzy math right here.
This is cute, Carl. Mr. Carlson.
This is
Yeah.
this
This is
kinda
algebra
like,
coming in here.
the world is not going to stop if we don't start at 10 o'clock.
Wait,
So
I thought you
they're-
said 10:30.
No, at 10 o'clock.
10 o'clock.
I told you 10:30 because I know when I'm going to show up.
Exactly.
My
Yeah.
bad.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys.
And apparently, I don't remember telling you, so it never happened.
It didn't. I'm making shit up.
Yeah, so but Michael knows we got to be on the
Oh,
tee
yeah,
box
I'm there,
at
and I'm there,
5:30.
and I'm there.
And he's there.
I'll be there at 5:28 because I woke up from my nap
So your efficiency is actually
based on urgency.
delineate.
Based on
Okay,
urgency.
okay.
Based
Or
on
the
need
perception.
and urgency.
the perception
Yeah.
of such. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And that's Mike's urgency.
Yeah, it is. It is.
That doesn't include yours.
It seems as though it actually encompasses mine. So now that I know that, maybe next time I just,
That's how you play the game.
hey brother, can you just send me a text when you're actually sitting down?
Yeah,
But you come out from the fucking bumfuck fucking country. You got a 45-minute drive in here, right?
Well, that's why it's actually even more disrespectful for you not to.
Well, that's why you should roll by Casablanca first some days maybe and see if Daddy's car's out there.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Just saying. Know your poison.
Just saying. Know my role.
Know your role. Know your.
Oh no! Your role is correct.
Yeah, no, you're right.
I 100%
Nothing is
agree
discounting.
with you
Nothing is
because
discounting.
I live my life like that. Michael doesn't.
I sort of go
And
where
I
my
knew that
magic
a
carpet
long
takes
time
me.
ago.
So
Just-
I'm just peeling because I have a lot of fucking issues, but in this case, I relate it to. I have a friend that, and these are actual lifelong buddies. That we have one friend that's actually not doing so great health wise. So we're making.
Oh, yeah, I was gonna ask you how that
We're
goes,
making a
but-
point of actually having lunches and setting up noon on fucking Friday. We're meeting at, in this case, let's say Baldini's in Merlin.
Okay.
We're meeting there 12 o'clock because we're running out of fucking weekends, let's be honest, right? So in that case, hey, let's make it 12:30 because I'm gonna go get my hair cut. One of the fucking retards. So, because we can say retards.
yeah, we can. It's on the table
And
again.
so I'm sorry, because I do have a 45-minute drive from there to Merlin. I'm like, okay, I'm going to be there 10, 15 minutes short of noon. Oh, you're getting your hair cut? You could do that shit afterwards. So being respectful of it's 12:45, and I'm already an hour and a half into this since I left my crib. And so then it's like, oh, you're retired. Well, you're fuck you because
that
it's
is a disrespectful thing.
Well, and see, in those cases, I would be there. I would be there fucking 10, 15 minutes. I would be there 30 minutes early, starting drinking already and get the table set up.
Right. If there's alcohol involved, yeah.
Well, not even if there wasn't. Even if there wasn't. I would get there for that kind of stuff. I would be there.
Sure.
Yeah.
So in that
You
case,
are respectful that way,
Yes,
Michael.
absolutely.
I will agree with that.
So your hypocrisy is actually limited.
Yeah.
Okay,
It's a need based.
Okay.
And again, like Paul said, my need.
Noted.
Because I know with this group here, we can
We're very
start
flexible.
whatever, and Roy's going to go get his rub and tug. Bob may go whatever, but he's not. He's here, and Bob may not be here because it's sometimes Bob.
Yeah,
And-
I won't be here next Tuesday.
Okay, yeah,
be
we
private.
will not see you
Somewhere
next Tuesday.
between 9 and 12:30.
Yeah,
Somewhere there.
whatever. But actually, what? Yeah, no, I'll still be here. But
Yeah, I can still be here.
yeah, because you got Boatneck coming up. You're going to be
Yeah.
fucking hot and heavy real quick.
Well, yeah, we get to park at.
Is that next week already?
Yeah, Tuesday might not be a good day for me.
Okay, we can skip.
So well, I think we should postpone our.
We can skip that and then do the after Boatneck one.
Yeah.
Pride Week.
Pride Week, yeah, because Andy will be. I'll bring
and,
Andy in.
And Tuesday, that following Tuesday after Boatneck, not a
Not a
day
good.
for-
So because
Yeah.
I'll be gone the next one because I'm driving. I'm Thursday.
Yeah, you won't even be there
Thursday
for
after
that.
after Boatneck. I'm fucking driving away.
Right.
going to
So we're
Arizona,
gonna be out.
so.
We're gonna be off. We're gonna
Couple
be off
weeks.
for 2 weeks. Yeah,
Probably 3.
Could be 3. We'll
It's
we'll
great to see you
resume.
guys.
Yeah,
Thank you for
we'll do it
showing
again.
up.
Yeah.
Well, it's not like we got scheduled airtime that we have to.
Sure.
We're not there yet.
Yeah, we're not Carson,
Wait,
so
no. So you're going to Phoenix, not Phoenix, Oregon.
No,
I thought
no. It's
I
a
heard it
shorter
different.
drive to Phoenix.
I heard it different.
I would just do that today
Yeah,
if I wanted
that's
to go
what
there.
I thought. Maybe you had a charging station in between the two in Rogue River or Scoldale or something.
No, it's at Winco right there. That's how I get to Phoenix, Oregon. But yeah, no, I'm going to Phoenix, Arizona.
Different.
My son and his wife live there. My
Different.
parents live there. My brother and his family live there. I'm going to be there. I'm going to get there. I'm going to go there. And like I said, I'm going to leave here the 28th. I'm going to get there the 30th, which
You
is
going
my
to steal
birthday.
more golf balls?
No, he's all out, and he doesn't golf anymore because he's 80 and has heart issues. So he's
Yeah,
not.
well.
You know, I should call him and say, "Could you
Does
buy
he-
some more golf balls?"
Is he still a member of the club?
No, he
the
dropped
country
that.
club?
So here or there?
No, there.
No. He dropped that. So when he lives in a beautiful gated golf community down there. It is amazing. And when he moved in, he got first off, when he retired, he snowbirded for a while down in Mesquite, Nevada.
Right.
And in Mesquite, Nevada, you've got 2 casinos and 12 golf courses.
Yeah.
And that's it. My mother's complaint was there's no Burger King there. That was, she texted me when there's no Burger King. I'm like, I haven't been to Burger King in
I almost
27
bought a
years.
house in Mesquite.
But it was beautiful. So I went and visited them. I drove down there too, and I visited them, and it was great because we golfed every day. And my dad decided that, and he was probably 70 then ish, and he was like, I can't golf as much as I thought I could, and there's nothing else to do here because he's not a casino guy, whatever.
Right.
So then my brother had just transferred from the Intel plant in Hillsboro down to the one in Phoenix. And so my dad was like, hey, we'll go check that out. So they went down there. They found a place. They frickin' snowbirded. And then my mom was like, I don't like snowbirding because I don't feel like I belong anywhere. And, you know how that goes. They run the roost. So, and my dad was like, I can't handle winters in Oregon anymore.
Yeah.
That frickin' gray, dreary shit.
Bullshit.
So they went down and they sold that house because that was not one they wanted to live in full time. And they bought this amazing 3,500 square foot, 2-bedroom.
Oh, shit.
It was a party house. It was a fucking, probably $150,000 swimming pool. Just fucking huge swimming pool with freaking waterfalls everywhere and all this kind of shit. And they got it for like $200,000.
Wow.
Like that was crazy. So they bought that and they started living there. And we went to visit. I'm like, you fuckers need to keep this until you die.
And then give it to me.
I will buy my brother out of whatever 50% is because
Right.
it was fucking, giant. You know, you open the whole side of the house up for the pool party. I didn't know anybody down there, but I'll find fuckers. They'll
Yeah.
come out the party.
Yeah,
you
Mike,
know?
you will find
I
the
will find
party.
people.
If you build it, they will come.
Yeah, they will come several times probably, if I have my way.
Just like Roy right now on your
Yeah,
bed.
just like Roy's.
Oh, about bringing that up.
So, but then they thought, no,
He's
this
probably farting on it too.
Yeah, he probably- yeah.
Oh, get you from both sides?
mid-stroke,
man.
yeah. So,
Yeah, he's definitely on his belly right
he's
now.
on a belly.
He's fingering his own ass.
Yeah, well, I mean, otherwise you got to pay extra. So, yeah. So then they bought. So then my dad was like, I want golf. I don't want to have to drive to go to golf because that's too much work. So there was this new subdivision coming up so he bought in. And great golf community, and they actually catered to the Canadians because they had a bunch of snowbirders down there. Which also, fun fact, his neighbors
Or snow Mexicans?
they're snowbirders from North Dakota, whatever. They're farmers from up north, who apparently we give tax subsidies to, right? Which is evil. So they have a house that they paid $500,000 for down in Arizona. They are members of the golf thing, which what my dad, when he signed up, it was $50,000 up front. And then, everybody has to be part of the social membership,
Right.
which gets you the clubhouse and all the restaurants and the pools and all that. That's $3 something. But if you want golf membership, that's an extra $700 a month. So we're
Holy
talking
shit.
$1,000 a month.
Jesus.
$1,000 a month. So this neighbor, who is a farmer that we subsidize because they're poor, has that house. He is a golf member. He's got a brand new Corvette, the mid-engine ones, the new ones, in his garage for the 4 months he's there. But he pays the golf membership all year round, all the stuff. But yet,
It's got priorities.
yeah, but yet,
Hey, can you go into the clubhouse and charge shit to his account?
no, because I've got a picture on file. I tried that. I'm like, put it on the Blair account, and they're like,
tried it.
he's 75 years old. I'm like, and my dad was like, yeah, you can't do that because they got my picture. I'm like, can we change your pictures?
Yeah.
I just saw AI file. It's able to change.
Oh, I
whatever
could
you
do
want.
that. I'd be like, just scan this, and fucking here.
Just take
yeah,
a picture
yeah,
of that old
yeah.
fucker from freaking North Dakota. You're welcome.
Yeah, but yeah, then he leaves the Corvette in the garage all fucking
Cool,
winter
dude.
long.
Have you met
Yeah,
him?
no, all his neighbors are cool.
Did you find it?
I found him.
Okay, what am I doing here?
What are we looking
Are
at?
you still looking for a harmonica?
Barbara Schreiber?
No.
Oh, Herb
Herb
Schreiner.
Schreiner.
Oh, the harmonica guy.
Oh, Herb
That's what
Schreiner.
you've been doing over there. Yeah, I forgot about
You
that.
see
I've heard of him.
the little blue box?
I
I
do.
think we moved on.
Okay, that's what we all got.
Bob's been
That
stuck.
is super cool.
That's pretty fucking cool.
That is super.
It's
Do you
a
still have it?
Honer, he's from Indiana, so
That's so bitchin'. And to know that he actually left Soldier Field and actually opened up the La Casita is even more cool.
That's the one on Williams Highway?
I just
Or-
That's Herb.
I'm like,
Yeah,
Herb.
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 That was just-
Oh, yeah. I'm like, that sounds familiar. I don't know.
Holy crap.
that was
Bob,
pretty.
That
you
is super
definitely
cool.
found your shit.
And especially if you find that old harmonica in the harmonica box in that old dish pack, how big
Yeah.
would that be? You probably still have that motherfucker.
I don't think I have it. Let's say I was like 12 or 13 at the time.
Yeah, how cool would that be if you
I
did?
had shit from when
Oh,
I
if
was
I
12
had
or
it,
13.
that one I would not.
But then
dump.
it burned up in a fire.
That's pretty cool.
I would.
Oh, yeah. No,
Okay,
speaking
I
of
did
that
it.
kind of
Got it,
shit,
found them.
to be, I mean, because we're 2.5 hours in. But anyways, so my dad had told me when I grew up in the house up there, right down the street from you in Colonial Valley area.
Yep.
And my parents bought their house when they moved over to on the mountaintop of above Fruitdale. They turned that house into an adult foster home.
Yep.
But he said when they were moving out, they found a box in the garage that was packed by professional movers, which they had not used professional movers since they left Long Beach before I was born in 19. He was in one of my 1968, 69 when they moved to Michigan. That was the last because he got out of the Navy and they had professional movers move them to Michigan where I was born. And then this was now 1990. So he was like, I'm like, so what'd you do with it? He's like, I didn't even fucking open it. I just took it to the dump. He's like, I don't want your mother to see that there's anything in here that she may want,
Incriminating, yeah.
Yeah.
Gotcha
well,
beat.
well, no, actually,
Well,
there
It's
was
along
some.
the same lines of what Bob was saying.
Yeah.
He had a box from Detroit.
Well, yeah,
40
same
fucking
idea.
years ago.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
because you
Go
figure this
through
was
it.
House to house.
Got all
to
you
house.
fuckers beat.
What do you got?
In-laws. Lived in Saudi Arabia in 1980, 81, 82.
during the fun times
During the fun time.
when you could be white there.
Yeah, you could be white. And my father-in-law worked for Aramco. Early 80s. Packed up shit in boxes from the early 80s.
That shit's worth money now.
A year ago, no, it was not good shit.
Okay, never mind.
A year ago, November, I was cleaning out the garage over at Sweet Pea because that's where some of their stuff was stored.
A sweet pea?
That's his.
Yeah, that's
He's
right.
got an adult foster.
Adult foster home.
Okay.
There was shit packed in boxes
That's a
that
gay
were
reference.
from 1980, and then now we are in 2025, or this was in
Only
2024.
It's only 45. It's you're still in the same
45
bubble. Yeah.
Fucking years, and it was like pickle jars with
Was
no
there pickles
in them.
Oh, now if you had the pickles, those would be good.
It was shit that's like, why?
I would eat a pickle for fucking 45 years ago.
Well,
I think you should.
I've moved a couple of times from Chicago to California, and the move was paid for by the company, so I had professional packers. I remember unpacking in California, and I had my dirty
laundry.
No, coffee grounds. I still had the fucking coffee grounds. They pack everything. 'cause
Oh, no, absolutely.
They get paid by whatever.
With the weight.
Oh, yeah.
Everything
still in
got
the
packed,
coffee maker?
including the coffee grounds.
That's funny.
The used coffee grounds.
Well, yeah. I mean,
Weight-
come on.
weight
You
is
don't
weight.
pack new ones.
Oh, Bob, did I tell you about the new coffee maker? Michael, I found
Yes.
the new. Oh, you calling somebody?
Yeah.
Is that your phone?
Yeah.
We're gonna find out.
See if he answers. He just texted me.
Is it Andy?
No, it's not.
What if you looked at that?
Oh, Michael.
Is that your new screensaver?
No.
My eyes.
What's the best part of it while he's pulling up his bullshit? The best part is this Army sergeant that's right in between us. That's all I got.
Who we? Oh,
Ken Bob.
oh,
What the hell? You
Ken
you
Bob.
text me and you want to answer your phone? Anyways, we're on the podcast right now, so your voicemail is live on Three Guys and
right.
Sometimes Bob.
And he just wanted to be part of a winning team.
Anyways, yeah. So sorry we win now when you're not with us, but whatever. Hey, love you, bro. Bye. Have fun in South Carolina.
Ken Bob.
It's cute.
This is
Yeah,
great.
he just texted. Oh, okay. That was 30 minutes ago. Never mind.
Yeah, you just texted me a half hour ago.
Yeah, well, that's the
Well,
story of
it's
my life.
Michael math.
Yeah,
it's Michael math.
if I see it in the same day, you're lucky. I mean,
You know, Ruck, there's so many times where I'll text Mike.
This Mike
Yeah, this Mike.
or Big Mike?
No, not Big Mike. No, I don't have Big Mike's phone number.
I don't either.
But he'll send me something and I'll text back and
Crickets.
it will.
Well, if there's no response required, why do I mean, you just send me information. If there's a question mark after it, I will send a response.
Done.
Yeah.
Now
if it's the sky is blue today, and I look at it like, yeah, it is.
But the sky is blue today?
I don't need to say.
So if
yes, it is.
So if I send "go fuck yourself?" ?
Right.
You're gonna respond back?
I'm like, okay. I'll be like, okay.
Okay.
That's a solid
Understood.
answer.
Yeah, I mean,
Thumbs up.
yeah, I know algebra.
Send that to Roy.
I know algebra, so I know when question marks or whatever pronunciation.
Ampersands?
No, ampersands. Yeah, I know ampersands. So anyway, so we're at the fucking 2 hours and 34 minutes. I need a nap.
Yes, you do.
So
Because I want to shoot another great round.
well, you shooting great round has nothing to do with me.
Yes, it does.
Oh yeah, because I fuck around on his back strings a lot. So.
Yeah.
You rally the troops.
And so no, Karis yesterday when I may or may not have been at Casablanca.
You were there.
Oh yeah, I've heard I was there. I heard I was there. She was like, "So are you going to drink tomorrow?" I'm like, "I don't know."
Think today?
Well, yeah, but today, because she's the cart girl out there now. Karis from Casablanca, yeah, she's the cart girl out there. So she's like, when you don't drink, nobody else drinks. When you drink, it drives everybody else to drink. I'm like, I don't feel like I have that kind of power out there.
I don't think
I feel like, but that's in her mind.
But the foursome that we played last week, we're drinking.
Yeah.
And we weren't
We had
drinking.
a foursome last week. Last week.
I mean, hell, Donnie,
Well, it was Carter, but he brings his own also, but he also buys.
Well, he buys.
Yeah, he buys a lot, and he takes care of them. But no, she said that. She's like, it seems like when you drink, more people drink. I'm like, no, they don't actually. That's totally out because she was mad last week when I was walking. I went to grab the cards to go inside, and she was walking out to her truck, and she's like, "Are you going in there to drink?" I'm like, "Slow down, girl. No, I'm not. I'm just going to turn the cards in." But
you must got that kind of power, I guess.
I've got amazing.
So now you got to walk in there and go, look, fuckers, you all get a drink.
Yeah, I'm just.
It is not going to be a drinking night. I can tell you that because it's a little chilly.
It's not going to be a drinking night at all. So yeah,
wear pants.
Yeah, I will. So, anyways, I'm going to hit the outro. We're going to
okay.
outro.
Yeah,
we got to try something new.
We got new things.
We got new things. So.
Thank you, fellas.
Well then, you've heard the gospel according to three guys and sometimes Bob, and if that didn't shake loose a few sins, I don't know what will. Go forth,
This is
my
supposed
children.
to be the same guy that did intro,
Grab a
but
drink,
I
call your
didn't make the
sponsor,
thing.
or light another cigar,
Father Iggy
whichever
or
gets you
whatever.
closer to
Ignatius,
peace.
Marco,
And remember,
Mark
confession is
Malarkey.
good for the soul, but laughter, that's how you pay for the whiskey. This has been Father Ignatius Malarkey, and if the bishop asks, I was never here. May your ash be long, your drinks be strong,
right.
and your Mondays merciful. Amen.
Or Tuesdays.
And don't forget to tip your bartender.
All right. And that's
Good night.
a bam and a
Bam
good
and a
one.
good one. Yeah.